even having to force it.
Dang. 159 for him.
Yeah, much better. I like that. It sounds like we're superheroes.
Here.
I say.
Georgia, and everyone else around the world through the World Wide Web. This is the Morning Roast.
All right, first of all,
yes,
can y'all hear us fine? First question of the day. Most important.
Who's all out there, Ed?
Oh, this thing's not working. It's going all over my computer.
Who's all out
Stay
there?
off the damn porn sites, you'd be okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of porn, Ed, allow me.
You want some midget
No,
porn?
no. I have a story this morning that came across very pornographic and metaphorically so.
Oh, brother.
I go this morning to get my coffee at a place called BK. I won't say the name since
What's
they're
it
not
called?
a sponsor. I'm not going to say the full name because they're not a sponsor. I got
Oh,
something.
I know what a
I got
BK
something
lounge
from
is.
BK.
Yeah, that you do.
Okay.
It's not that stupid.
Anyway, and I go in there, and the first words I hear as after I've left the house, Heather and the kids, is a lady behind the counter. She said, and there's a guy she is talking to. She's serving. She says, "Man, you brothers take that whole have it your way shit to a new extreme or a new level," and it just cracked me up. And you can tell
What
that
did she say?
she was looking at the customer, and it was a black guy. She was a kind of big black woman. Funny, really like cheerful face, just naturally, just you can tell she had that great positive morning attitude. And I walk in there to her saying to this customer, "Damn, you brothers sure take the have it your way to an extreme level," or something like that. And it just cracked me up. And he kind of cracks up because he hears me crack up. It's kind of a jolly little moment out there in the dining area, right, of BK. Well, about 35, 45 seconds passes, and then she turns to go get some stuff, some of the food that she's serving, off the belt or whatever. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, give me one of them black sausages." And then she turns around and goes, "Huh?" She says, "Huh?" She goes, "Give me one of those black sausage," meaning the biscuit. So I'm getting this metaphorical, pornographic whole idea behind. She first says to him, "You brothers sure want it your way all the time." And then it connects with him coming back with, "I want a black sausage," and he had to repeat it 4 times to her. And it was almost like he was trying to do a little, vulgar flirting with her. Black sausage, get it, have it your way. So anyway, I know this is too early for this crap. But it reminded
funny,
me.
but-
It must be that I have a very dirty mind, as Prince said.
No. what
Because
has to
for
do-
me to turn all that into like
She
a big
was at-
sexual
listen.
metaphor,
That woman
conversation between the two of those.
probably has nobody in her life.
Well, she was cheerful. She was funny. When I got up there, I was laughing, and she was laughing with me because she saw me laughing the whole time while.
With those baby blue eyes of yours and that
No,
bald
she was
head.
fun. She was. You can tell she was a fun girl. Fun, like cheerful
She's
woman.
probably imagining
At the BK. But it was
having
funny
really,
because
really dirty sex with you.
no, not me, but the guy that was in line before me. That was the one that conversation with. I just thought it came across really
Raunchy.
really raunchy in the most innocent manner. Oh, not most
Early in the
innocent,
morning.
but it's like I go in there and she says, "Damn, you brothers always want it your way." That's the first. I mean, imagine her, but that's the first thing I hear.
Maybe it's like
And
when
then-
you told them, hey, you're not nice.
No, you're not kind. Right.
In a very nice manner.
Anyway,
You're
I
happily.
thought I would just tell that boring ass story. So, who's
Today
out there?
is city
Shatters?
council, ain't it?
It is. We going, brother? I'm going.
Yeah, you're going to come back and get me, right?
I hope to. I hope it goes. Kuzno
You got
going?
the car?
Well, I'm using my brother's van again. Speaking of my brother, the coffee guy,
Thank you, my brother.
it's his birthday today.
All right.
Hey, coffee guy.
He's not on, but it's his birthday, April 2nd.
Well-
Guess who else's birthday is today?
Who?
Casanova.
Ooh, Casanova.
Giacomo Casanova.
Ain't no friend of mine.
My coffee guy is on.
Yeah.
I got to tell him,
Levert.
there are traditions that they, on their birthday, give away.
A car
Exactly.
to a guy below 5 feet.
See ya.
What's on, guys? I don't see a damn board on either of you. I have no clue who's chatting.
For some reason, it's
Saibuki.
I can't see the chat.
They got nothing over here, Mr. Ed.
Saibuki, Gecko, Lizard, and Pussy Whisperer.
I like the Pussy Whisperer yesterday. Welcome, all of you.
Look at that, guys. We got
to have another damn coffin spell from Irvin.
we have 11 viewers.
Okay.
Right.
I got, when you do the wordsmith today,
Yeah, brother. Or Derek
take a
does.
puff of helium. There you go.
Anyway, so that was my pointless story of the morning.
Okay.
How my first interaction with the human voice is a conversation between a BK worker and a customer, and it has this big, in my eyes, sexual metaphor to it. Like they were flirting with each other the most politically correct way you could while working in a restaurant.
I want to wait
While on
Yeah,
the job.
And
she could've
7:30.
You know what I mean? Without outright just saying, you want to screw. It was done so poetically in a way and so smoothly that it was under the radar. Had her big boss been there, he couldn't have fired her for any kind of sexual talk on the job.
Harassment.
Because it was done just so. Oh, you want the
Discreetly.
brothers? Why all you brothers always want it your way? Take it little, and then the next response I hear from the guy is black sausage. Give me black sausage too. And he kept saying it, black sausage. Okay? Am I just like out there? But I think that's
I think it's hysterical.
I think it's a very sexually charged conversation without it really being.
He might as well
sexually
whipped it
charged.
out and started masturbating in front of him.
That's exactly it. Pencil fighting.
I'm glad you didn't do that.
Well,
I tell you about the time when I owned a deli.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I hear all these women screaming. And they run out. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Guy is schlong out and masturbating on my bench.
Right there in the front.
People do the wackiest things.
Wow. This was what time of the
New
day?
York.
Then the woman that, my co-manager, she started shooting him away.
What time of the day was
It
it?
happened. It was about 4 o'clock
Wow.
in the afternoon.
Jeez.
He was a late bloomer, I guess.
He was
Usually doing it in the morning
he
or
was
at night.
beating his meat outside your meat store. I mean, that's what he was doing, right?
I wanted to slice it up is what I wanted.
I mean, it was meat. It was all about meat at that area.
It's all about me.
How about meat, not me?
Yeah, it's all about
So it's from the window to the
The
wall.
wall! Oh, the females wrong!
Ah, ski.
I missed that one. Anyway, I gotta go put on my glasses. I can't see shit.
To the window.
What do you think?
To the wall.
What do you think of my head?
I think you got bubbles.
Ugly.
Welcome.
Go ugly with the morning Russ.
Can you see the chatters? Mr. DB, let's get one of our first stories out.
Volpo body's on.
I'm having trouble with it.
You can't even get
Welcome
stories?
Gecko Lizard.
I
Welcome
I can get,
Side.
yeah, I can get some stories.
Bump. City Bump.
City bomb. Side
You
bomb.
see, I need my glass. I can't even read this.
We got a
Hold
bacon.
the fort down.
All right, well, you got to be here for this one.
Okay.
This has
well,
got a lot to do with what's
People
going
say
on
they
with the
chat.
police department lately. I think.
Yes, it seems to be there was a Macon. The tires of a Macon police patrol cars were slashed early yesterday morning after officers dispersed a large crowd that had gathered in front of a residence in the 2700 block of Montpelier Avenue. Wow, that's not too far from.
It's the, what did we say? It's the vicinity that everything is happening.
Yep.
That's near your
Precinct 3.
That's near my mom's house. That's near your mom's house.
Yep.
Right there, baby. Go.
According to a police report, officers observed a large crowd when they met on Iris Avenue between Poppy Street and Pansy Avenue just after midnight Sunday. The officers approached the crowd to see if there was any illegal activity. Officers
I
noticed.
can't find him.
Man, this is a great story. This is, sorry, Derek. You have to listen to this. Restart this, Derek. Look, this has so many implications with the Sutton shooting. And we'll explain why, because Derek and I know where this street is. And this is connected. Listen to this, man. This is
I love it.
This is
I
it.
mean,
It's
I don't
slo-
love
the,
it,
the
but
flames are
let's show you.
listen, but listen, that's right. The flames are slowly getting higher in this city. Listen, do this story. This is good. I'm going to bring this up at City Council tonight.
The tires of Macon police patrol cars were slashed early yesterday morning, after officers dispersed a large crowd that had gathered in front of a residence in the 2700 block of Montpelier Avenue. According to a police report, officers observed a large crowd when they met on Iris Avenue between Poppy Street and Pansy Avenue just after midnight Sunday. The officers approached the crowd to see if there was any illegal activity. Officers noticed several people walking off as they approached, leaving behind open alcohol containers. When the officers returned to their vehicles, each of the 6 patrol cars had a flat tire, which appeared to have been made with a blade, according to the report. No arrests have been reported. So if anyone with information should contact the Macon Regional Crime
No,
Stoppers.
screw that. We're not, in this case, we're not going to read that. No, we're not going to read that number. I disagree this time. We're not reading that number. I don't want this reported. Because you know what? This is just right here. This has something to do with the Sammy Davis Jr.
Of course
shooting.
it does.
And you know what? I'm on these people's sides that slashed these cops' tires. In this
Wow.
case, I'm on their side. They didn't go after anybody physically, right? Right? Urban, listen to me. Hear me out. They didn't go destroy buildings downtown and burn buildings and shit, right? And destroy independent businesses that had nothing to do with the shooting, right? But
Yeah.
they went after who? They went after the police. And you know what precinct area this is in, Irvin? Precinct 3.
Well,
Montpelier is not far from Hillcrest and Cortland and Napier. That area. This definitely has something to do with that.
No doubt.
But this is what I'll go as far as this. I'll almost say that this is some kind of scheme that these guys made up for solely this reason. And this is why I'm going to tell you too, Derek. I think they have this idea. They're like, how can we start getting back at the cops without really implicating us? Like obvious, kind of LA riot thing.
Yeah.
That was so obvious with the burning shit and throwing shit through windows. How can we get back and show that we are pissed off about the way you're treating Sammy Davis Jr.'s shooting, right? So how about maybe getting these groups to where we gather until the cops show up, and then we have another group, but the group is so large that
and go
another
around
group,
slashing tires.
right, while the other group is talking to the
No,
cops.
that's
yes.
rebellion.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. You don't think that that's a planned thing. You don't think that's a planned. That's a planned event.
No.
You don't.
I don't think
Derek,
it was planned.
I
I
do.
think when the
I
police
do.
showed up, they had.
Go.
I think when the police showed up, they already had Sammy Davis on their mind, and some guy haphazardly just went over. Fuck. I don't think it was like, let's get him over here. We'll slash
No,
his tire.
I do. I really
You're not
do.
that smart, kid.
You don't know that. You don't know that. So you're saying basically that these people hanging out in Montpelier are not smart? Damn, that's a racist attitude.
Maybe, no. I'm
Talking
just,
about Rick Knight last night being racist.
I'm
Come
just
on,
saying,
Irvin.
dude.
You're saying
I'm
those kids are
saying
not
these are
smart enough
kids
to
from
do
the
that.
street.
That doesn't mean they're not
I'm
smart.
not-
You were in jail with some of them, Irvin. You said they were smart kids that were just...
I think it's stupid to conclude that they did it on purpose. In terms
do.
of calling in the police. If
No,
they-
I didn't say they called in the police.
Oh.
I didn't say that at all. What I said, Irvin, is I think maybe they have this idea of let's just go out in these places in mass numbers to where the cops will eventually show up, drive by, or be called. And when they do,
That's a possibility.
we're not doing anything illegal, so they can't get us. You don't hear anything really about, the cops smelled pot or anything, right? You just hear they showed up and there was a bunch of people, and then all of a sudden what happens? Tires are slashed and they all run away. Now, does that not sound like a planned little thing? A way that a clever way someone came up with to say, you know what? This is bullshit the way they're treating the Sammy Davis Jr. case. It's time to
Well,
get...
it's a good segue because I wrote a comment yesterday.
What did the chatter say? I really think this is the case with this.
Well, they're not saying anything. I said
that's wrong.
I wrote something yesterday, and I believe it's where the story really is. And it said, what more can be said about the Junebug tragedy? What more can be said of Officer Clayton? What more can be said about a mayor and his police chief? What more can be said about the city council who did nothing to help provide needed weapons to handle such situations? What more can be said about Kroger's who had not provided security, no cameras? And finally, what more can be said about his family who could not handle his situation of his schizophrenia? Plenty.
Now, you wrote that?
Huh?
You wrote that? That's good.
What more can be said?
That's good.
It's like...
Except one thing. You should have called him Officer Sutton. You called him Officer Clayton.
Officer Clayton said.
Yeah.
I just said what more can be said about his family who could not handle
No, I
this.
thought you mentioned Sutton, but you called him Officer Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton.
Yeah, but his last name's Sutton.
Clayton Sutton.
Oh, I know, but I thought maybe you thought Clayton was his last name.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But I
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, it's good. It's well written. It's good. And it makes
Here's
sense.
the point. Everybody's pissed off about this whole thing, but nobody's stopping to think there are other players in this terrible tragedy. It's not
I
just...
think we are.
Absolutely.
I think we're thinking about all the pieces.
Well,
of
but
the- in the
everybody's like-
tragedy.
Everybody's getting on Facebook, bringing up Junebug.
Right.
Where were you during the most important time, when the family was grieving and all
Right,
that?
right.
Now everybody wants to chime in, Mr. Jackson. Now everybody wants to chime in, Miss Lucas. Now everybody wants to chime in
Henry
out of
Gibson.
nowhere.
Henry
Mr.
Gibson.
Ellis. Well, Ellis was there.
Yeah,
earlier.
Henry Gibson came later. He was a Johnny-come-lately.
Yeah.
The ex-cop that's on city
You know,
council.
what more can be said about those folks who really ignored this whole thing up until it looked like a good opportunity
Right.
for them to get politically,
Right. I agree.
you know,
with
in the good light of people now that this race is running.
I agree with
They
you.
will
Irvin.
use anything
Yeah, I agree with you.
to try to win, including a death. Look at what happened.
Yep.
By the way,
He's on fire,
Mr.
folks.
Mr. Lightfoot.
I like Lightfoot.
I like Lightfoot too, but you still haven't answered the question.
And Lightfoot was there from the beginning.
You haven't answered the question. Nobody's answered the question. They got T-shirts for sale. Justice for Junebug. Who's getting the money for that? I mean, these people, they live off the dead. And they're taking advantage. When I told Cheryl that, she looked at me like, what are you going to do?
Well, because she said the only shirts that are authorized are the one that's behind
That's
you,
correct.
on the chair, the one behind
This
you.
is the shirt
That's the Cheryl.
that
the
you
official
ought to be buying, because then it goes to
to the family.
the family.
Right, right.
And it really doesn't, because she has to pay the money for it.
Preach it, Irvin. Preach
No,
it,
I'm
brother.
serious.
I am
These
too.
people are a bunch of
I love it.
mooches and leeches.
You're on fire. I love it.
I'm serious.
I love it.
They go around making money off the dead, just like the city. They're only repeating what their leaders do.
That's a pretty good point.
And it's terrible. I
Pretty
mean,
good
it's a
point.
disgrace that Sammy Davis Jr.'s death, everybody else is taking advantage of and trying to make themselves look like strong community leaders. That's bullcrap.
Right.
Somebody could have gone up to Sammy Junebug and said, "Hey, how are you?" I have conversations with people like that.
Oh, yeah.
I go up to them
do.
on the street and talk to a homeless guy, or I'll talk to somebody who I know in some weird way is not getting the attention he needs. I'll walk up to them and instigate the conversation. But meanwhile, this guy's been there, what, how many years?
Who's Sutton?
No.
Sammy?
Sammy.
Well, he was sitting out there for at least 2.5 years. Possibly longer.
At no time there
can
was a
recall,
conversation?
I can recall back of seeing him up to about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
I don't know if that's around the beginning of him being there or he was even there longer than
Well,
that.
I heard it was longer than that. Since
Well,
the
yeah,
wall
that's
went
what I'm
up.
saying, because I didn't, there was times when I didn't live here in the past. Heather and I lived in Decatur.
I
for
just
about
don't
4 years.
understand why everybody wants to be a hero.
Well, no, I understand completely. And not all of them are like that. I'll defend Lightfoot. Lightfoot was pretty much there from the beginning. Because remember,
But here's the thing,
but
Lightfoot.
Lightfoot did start doing his little countdown, his 96
Yeah.
AD thing, way back when it was like 8 on number 8.
Yeah, but remember, Lightfoot
7,
could possibly also be the guy who's selling the T-shirt.
I don't
That's
know.
what he
I
does.
don't know. Does he? Well, I don't know about all that. But you're right. If he's doing that,
That's his business.
He should have if that, I didn't know that was his business, but if he's doing that, he should have the DC to give the money from those to Cheryl. I agree, right? You all agree?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's doing that, he should give the proceeds
I
from those
wanna
shirts
know
to Daryl.
If they
Cheryl.
sold T-shirts and where the money went.
He should give it to Cheryl, don't you agree?
Of course.
From the sales of those.
You're
right.
For funeral expense, I gotta go get a tissue.
All right.
For his funeral expenses,
All right. Well, that's another thing, though. Like Cheryl said, I guess, what can you do? I mean, you'd hope the person would just have a little more sense and
well, not
character,
only sense, but
character.
God, have a little class there.
I agree. I agree with you 100%, Irvin. No argument from this side of the table.
No, I think it's taking advantage of a situation and playing up on it. When I saw that post, nobody answered me. Where is the money going?
Well, you know what? You need to keep stuffing it down people's throat. Why do you think I keep saying this stuff over and over? People tell me to stop bringing it up and shut up, and I sound like a broken record. I'm like, no, I'm not going to shut up. This has to stay alive, and you have to keep bringing it up, and you have to keep shoving it down their throat.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. And that's what I keep doing. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. People are saying, I'm so tired of hearing about... Heather has friends writing her. I'm so tired of looking at your Facebook, Heather, and seeing your husband's comments
Well, then don't
about
look at
Sammy,
it.
blah, blah, blah. Like,
Don't look at it.
my whole
Jeez.
thing is that if
You have a
can't-
choice.
Yeah, and if you can't look at the bottom and see it says Ant or Anthony or ABH,
Then you're looking at the bottom somewhere else.
yeah, then just if you can
Look
notice
at your own bottom.
if you notice I signed it, just fucking scroll past it and ignore it.
Anyway, this is
Such a
kind of
problem.
stuff. Yeah, here he goes. Here's another post. And once again, no spelling right.
Who's this? Vormalbite?
Thanks for another day. Only you, Lord, made it possible
Oh, possible.
for me to see another day, so I'm thanking you.
That's from Daryl.
Yeah.
Chatters are going. We finally got DB's computer up and running on this side of the table.
Yes. Finally.
Vormalbite's going on. Of course, he's not defending the gang of people that slashed the cop tires, which I applaud. I applaud it. You can disagree with me all you want, guys. I applaud that. That's the way you get back at the corruption of that police force and that
Yeah.
mayor, is you go right for their stuff. Even if taxpayers are paying for it, you go right for their equipment. I love that.
Yeah.
You make them sit there, change their tires, sit around like that, those cops in the dark, have to change their tires, and see how it is to be punished by civilian retribution. And that's why I really believe that those people did purposely call, or not call, but wanted the cops to show up so they could have this plan to where they would slash tires and take off. And I
Wow.
think it worked.
How many
I think-
times did they do it?
I don't know, but it might be the beginning of a pattern is what I'm getting at. I could see this being a new thing called like hit and slash, slash and run or something. Hit and run.
slash and
I could
burn.
see this. And I could see this happening across the city. You find another case where there's a bunch of kids hanging out late at night. It's dark. Cops come, whatever reason, they drive by, they stop to see what they're doing, and then what's the kids do? They're all playing, like they got a few coming out of the woods or something behind the house. They bam, slash the tires. run, take off. The other ones that were distracting the cops run the other direction, and everybody gets away. Right? It sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It does.
Ed,
It
somebody's
does.
saying
I read it. I've already read it.
Saying what?
Don't
You're
worry,
right.
he's behind.
our screen.
City Bomb. I'm already working on that. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I lost. Who the
I'm
hell?
just giving you the message.
Oh, Vorpal by saying I'm lost. Okay.
Yeah, he said that like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Who, me or what?
Let me ask you a question. What's our delay time? I just started blowing my nose, and I did that 5 minutes ago.
Our delay time's about 5 minutes.
Is it?
Well, if you blew your nose 5 minutes ago and then you just saw it, then it's 5 minutes is your delay time.
Going on, Zed?
It's called math. It's called math.
Now I'm frozen. No.
You're frozen.
No, we're not. That would be
Tuesday,
funny.
27
That would be
a.m.
funny, guys, if we all just
Tuesday,
stood
20.
still a minute and made everybody think we were frozen, but we really weren't.
I can do that.
Yeah, we're a
No,
minute
we just-
slow, I guess.
Anyway, so we're going on about these things here. And anyway, back to Irvin, and we'll get to your story, Derek, man. I know you're wondering, what the hell did I come to work today for? But anyway,
I actually
Irvin,
love doing this stuff.
I like what you wrote. And you're dead on target, and you're right. There are people that are now jumping on this bandwagon because of the agenda or because they're trying
Of
to make
course.
money.
It looks good, smells good.
Of course.
You got Ellis on there.
Well, no, Ellis was there from the beginning. But we knew Ellis still had an agenda.
Listen, we didn't
We
have
didn't-
any agenda. The
No,
only
Ellis
thing we
did
did is
from the
follow up
beginning.
on something that we smelled was crooked.
Yes.
And we're right.
That's exactly.
But it wasn't, we had an agenda.
No, but Ellis did.
Of
even
course.
though Ellis came to the first rally, you could tell he still had an agenda.
Of course.
He was trying to
They
take
all
it.
have an agenda.
Well, not all of them. Not all of them. I do think there are a few on it besides us, are a few good ones that are really wholeheartedly into this too. I really do.
Hi, Saibuki.
Saibuki.
He says, video is bad today. Irv's in a campaign mode. See you tomorrow.
Hell,
Bye-bye.
Saibuki called you out and said, "You got an agenda, Irvin."
Who said that?
No, that's just basically what it translates to.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
got an agenda, Irvin. He's out of here. He don't want to hear you campaign.
No.
Saibuki, come back. Don't make me pull the Shane on you. Saibuki.
He left.
Saibuki. Come back, Saibuki.
Yes, come back. Make fun of my taste in hot women. Yes, I'll put a picture of the Senadors.
Saibuki.
Goodbye.
Saibuki, don't leave
We
us.
appreciate you, Saibuki, but bye-bye. All right, listen.
He said to you, Irvin, bye-bye. On that end.
He did
Bye-bye.
say that.
That's right. Anyway.
He's probably going to Donnie
Okay,
Curry's,
Irvin, since we got
site.
rid of Saibuki, let's go a little bit more on your campaign death stuff, and then let's go to stories from DB, because we got some Wayne down doodles today. Campaign stuff. I had this idea a few days ago. You might have thought of it too and not said anything yet. You need to do this, Irvin. You need to, and of course Ed has to allow you to do it and want to be here for it. You need to do like a weekly 1 or 2 hour show, separate than ours, like during the day or in the evening, that's strictly based on your campaign.
Not bad.
And listen, what you do is you talk about the issues each show. You talk about a different issue and how you will handle it.
Great idea.
You should.
A
And
1
call
hour
it-
show.
Call it like Irvin for County Commissioner. The show, like name it something like that, and have Ed like do it with you like from at 6 to 7 p.m. every once a week, not every day, once a week. And each show's a different show. Get it out there that if people say on your Facebook, if you want to see my answers to what my solution is for this city, watch this show. I'll
Great.
answer your question. You should
Thank
do
you.
that. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
I'm glad that would be.
Because you should have a whole separate show from this one that deals completely with your campaign.
And maybe I'll be able to ask for campaign contribution.
Well, that too, but I guarantee once you get, and you know what you might want to do, Irvin, is once you set that show up, you might want to go to the local media. Right? Because, I don't think anybody around here has ever done that, have they? On any kind of format
Oh,
here,
I don't know.
locally. Like
No,
had a blog,
no.
and while they did a show, a kind of Q&A weekly show like that. I don't think anybody's ever done that. They might like do a little story on you, Irvin, and say this is one of the
Well-
ways he's reaching out to his constituents.
Well, I need campaign contribution.
Campaign contributions.
And I'm asking
All
my chatters.
Well, you already scared Saibuki off. Don't scare the rest of them.
No, Saibuki's bad. Oh, no.
He's back? Is
No,
Saibuki
he's
back?
not.
Saibuki!
That's City Bum. See, that's what happens when I don't have my glasses.
You notice we have a few more toys on the table. I brought Heather's old Light Bright right here. This is the Light Bright. Heather didn't want it. I said, no, we're not getting rid of that.
That belonged to her?
Yeah, I said, I can use this on the show. I said, I want to keep the Light Bright, but we're going to use it on the morning roast.
And it looks great.
So there's the Light Bright. And
you actually see on air.
yeah, and it's not even on, so it's not even a Light Bright. It's a dim whim.
Well, it's got some kind of lighting going on
yeah.
there.
But anyway,
I guess
that's
from the
Heather's,
sun.
my wife's old Light Bright. And we're keeping it for the show. She wanted to get rid of it.
That's it's staying here.
Well, no, it's going when I go, but it's staying here while we do the show.
So you're gonna carry it back?
No,
and
not
forth?
that. No, I mean, as long as this show's in existence, it
Of
stays with the
course.
show. But that's something I have to keep and take back if
Right.
the show ceases to exist.
If the show dies.
Yeah, all the other toys I gave you can have after
Yeah.
the show. That I got to get back. But no,
I
I'm
love my
that.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah, you can have that. Yeah. So this is the only thing I'll take back if the show disbands. But let's not talk about such
Okay, no, it's all good.
frivolities. Let's go, Mr. DB. Stories. This black man does speak, believe it or not.
Yes, I do.
Ed, I
New
like
stuff, new things. Buckwild star Shane Gandy is found dead.
Heard about that.
Ooh?
I never watched this show either, but it's some reality show, right?
Yes. Shane Gandy, one of the one of the stars of the MTV reality show Buckwild, has been found dead, along with 2 other people in Kanawha County, West Virginia. Authorities said Monday.
Let's see.
Gandhi, 21, was found dead in a vehicle with his uncle David Dwight Gandhi, age 48, and Donald Robert Myers, 27. Authorities said earlier this day. After releasing information Shane Gandy was missing, the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office received word of a disabled vehicle in the wooded area near Thaxton Hollow, Sissonville, Kanawha County, West Virginia, said in a statement from the Sheriff's Office. Deputies and members of Sissonville Volunteer Fire Department used all-terrain vehicles to access that vehicle, a 1984 Ford Bronco belonging to the Gandy family. The vehicle was in a muddy area along a worn path. Inside were the bodies of 3 people. Wow. And a
Just let these guys know, the problem is not on our end. They say it's choppy, but it's the internet. Okay, our upload is real low right now.
All right.
Okay, there's nothing I can do about that.
That's all right. They're still getting it. It's just choppy, huh?
I fixed everything else. Now it's their problem.
All right.
I can't do
Hey, he says our show is basically unwatchable. I'll be back later to see if it's
I'll
working.
try rebooting that break.
All right. You want to break now at 8:35 and reboot?
Let's go to a break.
Let's do it. We're going to reboot. We'll come back to that story. That's about the reality star being found.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back to the morning roast. Please stay tuned. We'll
Yes.
reboot.
No, this is a nightmare.
she might like it.
I think she might like it. It seems like
She
something
likes-
she would like.
she likes-
just looking at her face.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
She likes Dinosaur Train.
Yeah. Elizabeth and Max loved that for a short time. Because he was all into dinosaurs. Dinosaur train. Dinosaur train. Gonna window to the wall.
We're back.
We are back. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna channel a good friend of mine who I tweet, who follows me, or actually I follow him, Mr. Dwayne Johnson. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for keeping along with us. This is the Morning Roast live from the Nut House, among the millions and billions of people through the World Wide Web. We're making a change. We're making noise. We're proving the world. We're shocking the world. And can you smell what the roast is brewing?
Yeah, DB.
Yes.
That's the most energy I've seen from DB the whole time we've done this show.
They say it looks better.
Good. You're still ugly
Yes,
as hell,
much better.
Bumblebite.
You see, that's what we've been wanting.
Bumblebite,
I
you're
bitch
still
and
ugly
moan
as
about
hell.
it, but you know what? In the end, I always get what I want, which is an excited show.
Yes.
This show, it's exciting sometimes.
Yes, it has technical difficulties
Yeah.
sometimes.
Thanks for
It
coming
is.
back, Bubba. I was
Sometimes-
upset that you left.
Saibuki, you will be back because this is now officially the way the show
Hey,
is
tell
supposed to be.
Saibuki, stop being a big baby.
He is
He
a
reminds
big
me of
baby.
that funeral guy that came
I
on.
saw the picture of Saibuki he posted of him all beat up. Did y'all see that picture?
No.
I call April's Fools on his ass, though. He put this picture up of this guy, I guess it was him, bloody nose, bruised, and then he puts this long paragraph about how he was going out one night somewhere in England, in his neighborhood, and 5 thugs jumped him. Beat his ass, blah, 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 and how he's going after him, and the court system let him off. And I said, that's all right. When I see them each alone, one-on-one, I'm going to get those motherfuckers.
I see
blah,
the
blah.
dates dancing around.
But then when I looked at the picture, the closer I looked at the picture, I thought, oh, wait a minute. This looks like a pretty good makeup job. And I thought, Saibuki's going to pull an April Fool's.
And he's good at makeup.
On email.
If you see
Or on
his
Facebook.
site.
And so I never was able to write underneath it a comment. I was busy. I had to go do something. I couldn't stay on the computer. I wasn't able to write April Fool's, but I thought the whole time, wait a minute. Saibuki's pulling us an April Fool's joke on Facebook. And I wanted to ask him about it. I wanted to ask him about it.
Yes.
He might have, I feel bad if he really was beat up like that, and that was the real picture of him beat up.
No, well.
Anyway, this is the morning roast, as Mr. DB said. So, man, that was awesome. Think about it, and you know what? You didn't write that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Did you write it this morning or last night?
What?
No, I didn't write it. I was just inspired. Yeah.
That's what we want from DB, is coming up with stuff like that and being more let loose. Just don't be so, professional news guy.
Let loose.
Be that guy like that.
Give him loose.
Who just doesn't try to script it. Just flows with it like Irvin and I so badly try to do.
Terrible.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
I was just channeling Mr. Dwayne Johnson, who I follow on
We're
Twitter,
trying to poison him.
aka The Rock.
The Croc.
Yes.
All right, that look better?
I hope you're watching.
Much
and
better,
I hope you're watching us
Perfect.
too. I hope you're watching us.
Oh, if we had it.
Perfect, Ed.
That'd be
Ed's
awesome. We wouldn't have
blowing the
him on here
time
much
around.
I know our ratings go through the roof if we did.
Oh, I know.
Which, by the way, is 5 days to WrestleMania 29.
Ask him if it's still choppy.
Is it choppy? Is it better? Vorpal Bite.
Much better.
City Bomb. Urak. Oh, hell, Urak says I'm not getting any video.
Oh, this is old.
Oh,
No, he said,
refresh.
I'm getting much better than
I got to
you.
refresh.
Yeah, it's much
This is
better.
old. He hadn't refreshed. This one
It's
says
perfect.
It's
Good.
perfect.
Oh, great.
Thank you,
Thank
City
you.
All right,
Bomb.
that's what we'll have to do next time. Is just
Vorpal
if it's
Bite
that
shoot
shitty
me
that
normally.
early, tell us. We'll go to break no matter if
Not
it's
gonna set.
8:05,
It's already
8:20.
set now. I said
Oh,
it.
Bam, we'll redo it because now that did it.
Oh.
No.
So if you want to call this morning roast show, it's I Suck Goats. That's 478-254-6287.
Numbers here. Oh, by the way,
We
Ed,
might
you
have
got any
blind
videos lined up?
No, we do?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have one of mine?
No, it's not all about you, Irvin. Just kidding with you.
That's nice.
Yeah, I got the one you made the other night. You want to see it?
Yeah.
I like how Irvin accuses me if it's all about me, but Irvin goes on nonstop about his shit. I love it. I love
Wait, give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
It's all about me.
I love it.
Give me that. Give me that.
That was great, Irvin. I love it.
Anyway.
Irvin's on fire today. Irvin's on fire.
There you go.
That's,
To our
some,
viewers,
that's some
it's-
good straight humor.
There you go.
Yeah, baby.
There, I found it.
Right on
It's
your
all-
bright light.
It's all about. I got your bright light right here.
I love it.
If I
That
turn
was
that shit
great,
on, it
Ed.
would-
Thank you.
If I turn it on, Irvin, it would burn that piece of paper.
I bet it would.
It would go up
Actually,
in
why don't you
flames.
turn it on now?
I gotta plug it in.
See if the
That was great, Irvin. That was a great comeback. I had to
Okay.
get on Irvin about being all about it.
listen, I still got it in me, kid.
Don't put
I ain't that
Don't put
stupid.
it in me.
I ain't that
Then
stupid.
You got it. You keep it in you, right, Irvin? I mean, Ed.
Well,
I love it. Look at that.
That's a good
Oh, that
Line
looks
it up.
great.
Lighting up.
Yeah.
Oh hell, I'm about to put my own picture up there.
And it looks like it's flashing.
That's what it is, Derek. We're gonna start promoting one of us each day. We'll each get a day to promote ourselves. How about that, Irvin?
And it's flashing.
Your
Yeah.
promo
Yeah.
that you did.
Huh?
The promo that
Yeah.
you did. With the slide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's 8:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time in Macon, Georgia. It's 45 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
45 degrees with the
Cold
high
as shit.
74.
Okay, here we go. Is this a 17-minute one?
No. Just let's do it for a little bit and stop it.
This looks like it.
Oh shit.
Well, you know, your video.
You cut it off.
Tell me when to cut it.
Now.
No.
Just kidding.
You gotta hear this song.
I really do.
Yes, we did, Vorpal Bite.
And we'll have that video footage put together in a few days.
2 days. We'll have a video. gospel song?
No, I don't like it. But I mean, that's just me. I'm not into music like that. I think the video's well put together, though. I think the video's well put together
Yeah.
with the cuts, but
Well-
I don't care for the music. It's not my kind of music. I'm just being honest. Who is it? Is it local?
Oh, it's a local band. By the way, Bubble Bite, homelessness is a challenge we all might be facing. I like that. I like that. Finally has a heart.
You're not going to steal it, are you? For your campaign. You're going to go say that.
Yeah, you
Quote
know what?
Vorpal
I
Bite.
think I will.
Write it down. Say it and go.
Not
Vorpal
again.
Bite says.
Yeah, he's one to bite you in the
And
butt.
then if Irvin ends up winning the race, he can go V for Vorpal Bite because the Vorpal Bite quotes what won it for Irving.
Anyway.
V for Vorpal.
Ed, this is a 17-minute one.
Yeah, let's slowly bring it down. Let's give him about 30 more seconds.
What I like is a shorter version,
Yeah.
which
me-
shows
me
like
too.
all the
Yeah,
mayhem
me
in the city, and then it goes to the night stuff.
too. We might be losing more viewers.
Yeah, we'll show the other one. Ed, do you have the other one downloaded?
Yeah, we'll do it
Okay.
next hour. How about that?
The 3-minute one.
All right. So I think Derek has more news stories if you guys want to bring that low.
Okay.
Thank you.
Looking good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Irvin.
Appreciate you.
Recently, there has been
What do we got?
there's a community in Texas that are in shock over the slaying of the district attorney and his wife on NBC News. An official,
What happened there?
in the Texas
He's
county
about to tell you.
where a prosecutor and his wife were both shot to death over the weekend.
Wow.
Said Monday that the
Why you
ordeal
laugh?
was surreal and that the authorities are on alert. They're on alert.
Oh, yeah, they're on alert. You know what that means? They're sitting in their office on the phone asking each other questions.
Eating donuts.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing nothing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
District
Especially if the DA is DA
The
Cook.
police
District,
are on it.
District
Police.
Attorney Mike McClellan and his wife Cynthia were gunned down in their home outside
Terrible.
Dallas on Saturday,
That is terrible.
2 months after another prosecutor there was shot to death.
Yeah,
Two
somebody's
Who
pissed.
shot JR?
No, they're going after him. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. This is across the nation. It is the time for the fires to burn bright again. I'm feeling it.
Burn to hell.
I know. I'm feeling it.
Baby, burn.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, man. This is people. As horrible as this is, this is a response, though, to probably some injustice some people thought they are getting.
Well, it seems like
They're
police
going after the
injustice is
prosecutor.
just about
Well, not only
everywhere.
that, law injustice. They're going after the prosecutor, the DA. You know, these are all government officials, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Well, they're doing
And
justice.
this is happening somewhere else, of course. But I think, as a generalization, I think the nation is getting back to that fiery kind of revolutionary
I hope
attitude.
not. We don't need it.
Well, I mean, Thomas Jefferson said it, and I agree. A lot of them old guys said it. That when the government gets too big, it is the duty of the people to do something about it.
Yeah,
And
now
I
let me ask
paraphrase.
you,
I
isn't
paraphrase.
Thomas Jefferson the one who banged all his slave women?
He might have, but I mean,
Well, among other.
but let's be honest.
Probably all
Let's
of
be
them.
honest though. Okay, let's be honest. In all respect, how do we know he did not treat those women well? I mean, I don't have a problem with interracial relationships. Do you?
I don't have a problem
Right.
with it, but
I don't have a problem with him. Now, if he was mean to him and very degrading, you're right. That's dehumanizing. But how do we know that he was not very respectful to those black women that he was sleeping with? He might have treated them very fairly. We weren't there, right? So you can't say because he was having sex with black women, he was just treating them badly.
He
Well,
said
a lot of
they're
people-
not announced.
But a lot of
You know?
people, but a lot of people will say, well, wouldn't that be considered rape? Because some people
Not if
consider-
they, but not if
even
they
if he
were
owned
kind
them.
of, yeah, but I don't agree with that. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I mean, I don't know. It seems I saw an article, and I think it was on Sunday Morning, where they interviewed the family that are descendants from Thomas Jefferson and one of the slave girls he slept with. And you know how that family was a great family to see. And of course, a lot of media flash was put on it because it was on TV and all. But you could actually tell, I think, genuinely, that family, and it was
Was
a mix,
close.
and it was a mix of blacks and whites, and they were all descendants. It was documented. They were all descendants of a relationship Jefferson had.
Oh, yeah.
And they looked like a very good, it was like 30 of them, 35, 40 of them, and they looked like a very happy family that was not faking their
Except that they
happiness.
didn't know each other.
But it was great. There was a genuine greeting. Like they did have a connection through blood, even though they had never seen each other. It was, and it could have been faked a little.
And
from
more
the
than
media.
half of them were black.
They were mixed. It was really kind of neat. It was like there were light-skinned blacks, there were whites, but it was weird to think they're all cousins or brothers or sisters.
Yes.
And from such a distance like that. And I thought that, you know, this family's showing that they can be together and respectful and look like they genuinely are happy to see each other, even though they never saw each other in their lives before. You know what I mean? Knowing there's a kinship there through blood. That family looked like they were genuinely.
You don't know them until you live with them.
You don't. You're right. And the media will make something look a lot more hunky dory too.
They have
But I'm
that
serious.
music. What's the music?
I'm serious. It felt really natural though when I saw these people on TV being interviewed and talking. That even though there were two different races by look, you know, people outside that don't know them go, oh, there's a black lady and there's a white lady, but then deep down they're connected. They're related because of Jefferson and this black slave girl doing it.
Yeah.
You
Sally
know,
Hemings.
It almost shows me.
This morning. There's a black girl that's hitting on you, wants to do it with you, a Jeffersonian.
Who?
This morning at the coffee shop. Then you
Oh,
mentioned
you're
it.
right. I didn't see the connection. No, she
There's
wasn't
a
hitting on me.
19
You're
factor.
getting it wrong. You're getting it wrong. She wasn't hitting on me. She was doing the conversation was
whatever.
with the guy in front of me who was a
But
black
it was
guy.
about sex.
But my
Having sex with a
mindset was
white guy.
right. No, my mindset was that this was a very sexually metaphorical story going on right here.
Now
in
we're
Burger
going. Now we're going with Jefferson and all his claim.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We no one's alive to say whether Jefferson was mean to these women. He might have been. And I'm not saying we know. But we don't know also that he wasn't married because they do say through history that a lot of people that owned slaves were actually very, very, treat them like
Kind.
family. No, they treat them like family. I mean, I've heard
Yeah.
those stories. I've seen things written and relayed by old black slaves and stuff through history.
Yeah, which
written,
would have been
would have
been battery. Which would have been
I mean, they were a lot of people that you could tell. I've read they treated them like a member of the family.
Well, you know what family treats each other like at times.
No, but I don't imagine every slave owner was just the ruthless, like whip cracking asshole douchebag that was just mean to every one of their slaves.
I do.
You? I don't. I think there were a lot of them, but I don't think all of them were like that. I really don't. I mean, hell, U.S. Grant had slaves.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he was in the
Lincoln.
North.
Yeah,
he was
he
a
was
general
in
in
the
the
North.
North.
Yeah.
But
Lincoln had slaves.
I would bet Grant treated his slaves nicely. Wouldn't you assume that?
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Then I think Lincoln, with his retarded wife, had every opportunity.
Wife. Mary retarded. Mary retarded. I love it.
Ah, man.
Mary retarded Lincoln.
Retarded. I
If
love
you
it.
can send me the link to the video that you want on YouTube, I can do it. I can
Thank you. Thank you, Ed.
You post so much shit
Send
on
me
your
the link.
wall.
That's
I can
okay.
help
And
You got
there you
it.
go.
It's the same thing
There
eight
you go.
times.
The metaphor continues. Black sausage. Send me the link. Send me the link.
just such
Black
an idiot.
sausage.
I swear
Let's
to
go.
God.
Warpabite says Ulysses S. Grant was a power drunk.
Send it to
That's
me on
funny.
He treated
Facebook.
nobody nice.
That's funny, Ed.
Send it to me on Facebook.
Okay. That is funny
Warpabite
as
says
hell.
slavery was no unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah, but come on, Vorpalbite. I mean, you have to be living in denial if you think that everybody that owned a slave in history treated them badly. There's no way possible.
Let's just put it this way.
that everybody did.
Warpabite does not live in reality.
Well, Vorpalbite has no way which has no way
Warpabite is a
which way
unibomber.
the wind blows. Vorpalbite 1 minute is defending Barack Obama, the next minute he hates him. It's like, geez,
Wow.
He
Vorpal.
defended Barack Obama?
I've heard him on here before say something good about Obama.
I
I
don't
could have
know.
You sure it wasn't sarcasm?
I don't know. With Vorpalbite,
Not only that, but
Vorpalbite stirs it up. He's all over the place to stir it up. That's
yeah,
what
he
Vorpalbite
likes to
does.
stir
Like
it
a
up.
big
And
pot
he
of
does
grits.
it on every site, by the way.
I love it. We need a Vorpalbite in our life.
Yes.
We need a V in
I
our
like
life.
the way he calls himself Vorpalbite.
Yeah.
And he's always biting people in the ass.
Well, I find it kind of weird. It's the
I love
19
when they
factor.
fall for it.
It's the 19 factor, Irvin and Derek. I find it weird that VD and Vorpalbite start with the same letter.
Yeah.
Is there a connection there? That VD and Vorpalbite start with the same letter. There's a connection there. VD, venereal disease,
VD and VB.
and Vorpalbite. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
find
well,
that kind of
VD
weird.
also means Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give your love the gift that keeps on giving.
Wow. Thank you for that
Gonorrhea.
public service.
Damn.
The gift that keeps on giving.
All right, guys.
Jeez.
Derek.
I'm trying to find this video so I can send
All right.
it to
Well,
Ed.
you know what? I'll keep talking and yakking because I got it in me today.
Keep going.
I got it
Well,
in
anyway,
me today. Okay,
get
Derek,
back to
you
the
do
story.
some. Oh yes. So we were talking about the Buck Wild.
Buck Wild.
Yeah, we already
Isn't that
talked about
funny?
that.
That's one of my pictures on my video.
Go.
You're gonna see Buck
We'll
Wild.
go from this Buck Wild to that Buck
Okay.
Wild.
No, the DA.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're out of the Buck Wild
We
story. We,
talked
never
about that.
finished it, did we?
I thought
No, we didn't. We went to break, remember? That's when he rebooted. Let's finish the DA one, and then they go back to Buck Wild, because I had something to say about the Buck Wild one. But go
Okay.
back. Yeah.
It
Thank
says District Attorney Mike McClellan and his wife Cynthia were gunned down this past weekend, 2 months after another prosecutor there was shot to death.
See?
And a white supremacist group has been thought to have been planning retaliation after indictments in a racketeering case. And the state has recently warned about Mexican drug cartels.
Texas.
But authorities
there.
have not said that the killings of the two prosecutors are linked and have not announced any leads in the McClellan's deaths. It says that we are very much on alert, said Wood, whose title is the equivalent of a county administrator or commissioner. It says we have some folks out there that are intended to do harm to public officials. It says that the county was open for business, and McClellan had vowed to catch the killer of the other prosecutor, Assistant District Attorney Mark Hass, who was gunned down near the county courthouse
Man.
on his way to work on January
Yeah, people
31st
are
earlier
pissed.
this year.
Pissed.
It says Governor Rick Perry on Monday urged law enforcement officers to be careful. He says that I think it's a clear concern to individuals who are in public life, particularly those who deal with some very mean and vicious individuals, whether they're white supremacy groups or whether they're the drug cartels that we have. He said.
We could stop there.
Wow.
See,
So it could be either the Aryan Brotherhood
Yeah.
or some drug
Next,
cartel.
yeah, and but still, I mean,
By the time I
obviously,
find his video.
obviously, it changes the story a little bit when it deals with criminal groups, drug cartel, not in the Aryan Nation, asshole groups.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I mean, the Aryan Nation has a right to exist, but they can also just be considered douchebags and assholes. But the thing about it is, when you're dealing with those, okay, but keep in mind, if I remember right, and correct me, don't automatically think, people, when you hear Aryan Nation, that this DA was black, because he wasn't.
Yeah.
The couple killed was white.
Yeah, it was a white
so
couple.
it's the
Right.
Aryan Nation killing a white couple, not the Aryan Nation killing a black couple, which, that would have all its own implications. So keep in mind, the DA that was killed was white, as was his wife. And, of course, but it still has to do with, it's that gang mentality, though. Apparently, this DA prosecuted somebody that was close to those nations, the cartel, and either the cartel and the Aryan Nation.
Probably both.
Yeah.
maybe.
So but still, people as a whole should not and are not scared of their government. Now, there are some that are, but I think a lot more people now are getting to be more, enough is enough kind of shit. And I'm not saying this is the case of that, but you know what I mean? It's kind of a, government affair. It's not a good time to be in the government,
Right.
of any form, in my opinion. Local, state, international, national, whatever. So, anyway, go back to the Buck Wild for us, please. This was the story Derek was doing before Ed rebooted the show. Got us back on track.
Said that
follow it up. Go
said
ahead.
that Shane Gandy, one of the stars of the MTV reality show Buck Wild, was found dead along with two other people. David Dwight Gandy, 48, his uncle, and Donald Robert Myers, age 27.
So much drugs, man.
It says the show basically.
Everybody's getting killed over drugs.
I don't think this was drugs.
Gandy was one of the 9 cast members of the show Buck Wild. It says the show follows a group of young adults trying to have fun in Sissonville, West Virginia,
I'm trying to get it to you now, Ed.
pulling stunts such as turning a dump truck into a swimming pool or riding around the woods on their all-terrain vehicles. Gandy was billed as a former high school prom king who had done every job from coal mining to being a garbage man. And so basically MTV just recently released a statement about Gandy. It says, we are shocked and saddened by the terrible news about Shane Gandy and those involved in this tragic incident. We are waiting for more information, but at this time our main concern is for the Gandy family and their friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Shane has a magnetic personality with a passion for life that touched everyone he met, and we will miss him dearly.
Okay. You think it's drug related, Irvin? I don't. What do you think is drug related?
The officials say there were no signs of foul play, according to them.
Well, I'll tell you
And
why.
the deaths
Go for
are still under investigation.
Go for it.
That's the reason.
What?
They're not
no
sure
foul play?
of what.
Well,
and you
I
know
think-
what? All these guys.
No, I think what it is they died because they were stuck in the mud. Go back to the top of the story.
They were stuck in muds, but
for hours. They might have died of the heat.
well,
They might have died, stuck in that mud,
maybe.
and the heat got them in the car.
You mean in West Virginia?
Or if you find it,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but it won't let me
I mean,
share
doesn't it
it.
say that they were found dead in their car, which was stuck in the mud?
Let me see. You don't need to
Yeah,
share.
they
You
were-
don't need to share.
No, two other people.
on it.
Let's see. They were
Which one
use
is it?
alter. They were missing
Okay.
disabled
Click
vehicle in
on
a
one.
wooded
Right, and
area.
they keep going. The vehicle was in a muddy area along with the worn path.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how muddy was it? They might have got stuck driving back there. You see
Well,
what I'm saying?
okay,
And
okay.
then also it
They
says
said it was submerged in mud.
yes. See, I mean, I was paying attention to the story earlier. I think what happens, they got stuck and either got, if it was really hot or whatever, really got some kind of heat stroke, exhaustion, passed out, never woke up because it basically cooked him inside their vehicle in
Okay.
the hot sun, or
You know,
Do
you
you
Or-
think they practically drowned in mud?
or maybe something bit them. I mean, I don't know, not bit them, but maybe some animal got them or something. That would be noticeable though. The minute
Yeah.
they found the bodies, I don't know. I don't necessarily think it was drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs. I mean, I
necessarily
don't know.
drugs.
I think something got them out there while they were stuck in the mud.
Right. Thank you, Ed.
Very possible.
Ed, our
Anyway.
producer, Mr. Computer Whiz.
Thank you. Ed is pretty good at that
He
shit.
is.
the whizzes.
Yeah, go take one.
That's what we're gonna call you.
Okay, can I do
The
this
Wizard
story?
of Odd. What?
Can I do this story? You want to
Go
go
ahead.
back to you now? Well,
No,
he's done
do
a
your
story.
story.
I did one. It's your turn. You want
I
to go?
appreciate that. Why don't you do your story?
Most viewed FBI memo is on New Mexico flying saucers. Did I hear about this? Of
No.
all the damn FBI files that people want to look at, it's the flying saucer one.
Wow.
According to the Associated
The
Press,
flying sausage?
yeah.
Flying sausage.
Link. We got black sausage. Give me a black sausage biscuit.
Is that what he was saying?
That's what he was asking. That's why it was just such an innuendo to me. It was like these two were going out with this kind of sexually charged conversation. She says, "You brothers always want it your way," and then he returns with black sausage. Give me a black sausage biscuit.
And they're looking at you.
And no, they're not. But I'm sitting there just going, man, this is like the first conversation I'm around with human interaction, and it's just so damn sexually charged, and they don't
It's
even know
sickening.
it. It's innuendo. It's sitting there, and it's being said in a
You can
BK
smell it.
in front of everybody.
Like
Management
like
and
cooking
everybody.
sausage.
I mean, that's what it was. Anyway, back to the story. So, according to Associated Press, a single-page FBI memo relaying a vague and unconfirmed report of flying saucers found in New Mexico in 1950 has become the most popular file in the Bureau's electronic reading room. The memo, dated March 22nd, 1950, was sent by FBI Washington, D.C. Field Office Chief Guy Hottle to then Director J. Edgar Hoover.
Wow.
According to the FBI, the document was first made public in the late 70s and more recently has been available in the Vault, an electronic reading room launched by the agency in 2011, where it has become the most popular item, viewed nearly 1 million times. Vaguely written, the memo describes a story told by an unnamed third party who claims an Air Force investigator reported that 3 flying saucers were recovered in New Mexico. The memo offers several bizarre details. That's several bizarre details.
Wow.
Inside each saucer, each one was occupied by 3 bodies of human shape, but only 3 feet tall, dressed in metallic cloth of a very fine texture, according to the report.
You sound like
Each body was bandaged in a
Clint.
manner similar to the blackout suits used by speed flyers and test pilots. Associated
How
Press.
about
So,
that?
Saibuki, are you back? Verbal Bite. Donnie Curry, Derek Shapiro. Donnie Curry, you're going to call in and tell us that you were abducted by an alien before. Right? Right? That's what Donnie's going to do. He's going to tell us that guys, I can talk on this subject. Guys, I know this subject well. I was abducted by E.T. and probed about 5 years ago. That's Donnie Curry, right? That's Donnie
Sausage.
Curry. No, Donnie Curry's going to call in and go, guys, I know this topic well. I was abducted by aliens.
Of course.
Of course.
No, and not only that, he's going to
He's
say,
got-
and my, never mind.
Okay, I got
Donnie
the video,
Curry is
Irvin.
too ingenious.
All right.
You ready?
I'm
Anyway,
ready.
Back to an Irvin moment. This is all about Irvin, as you can tell in the light.
It's
right.
all about Irving today.
What we're going to do is we're going to change the sign. Every day it's going to be all about some other person on the show, and the sign will change. Like Derek will bring a picture of him and put it in the sign.
You know what you need to do?
Ed will have a day where Ed
You know
does
what you
it.
need to do? Take those little things.
Yes.
And paint them all white.
Oh, hell no. That's too much time.
No. Just spray paint them all.
Okay,
on.
well,
oh,
And then
yeah,
you
let's
can
go
use
on
them
and go.
without the light, and it'll show up.
What an
I like
ingenious.
it. I just like this.
The light won't
I
work.
like the picture with Irvin's thing, but we'll switch the picture out of
Yeah,
the
let's
show.
leave it on there.
We'll switch the picture.
You
of
have
the
to
show.
come up with
Like
a
one
picture.
day you bring one, or Ed it'll be all about you.
Yeah, but he has to
Your
make a
picture.
copy of it.
Yes.
That way it's on paper like
Yeah.
that. If
We're
not,
gonna do a video now.
All right, this is another Watch Irvin because I'm running for office video.
I'm running for office.
But do this on your hour show. You should get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the hour show.
That would work.
I think that's a great idea. Ed, you wanna do it?
You can thank me in the credits. Give me a shout out.
Would you do it, Ed? With me?
Once a week.
Just once a week.
One an hour. 5
1
to
hour.
6 to 7.
Okay,
Just have him, yeah.
Come back to the end.
Yeah. I think Irvin should do that. He should take advantage. You should take advantage of this format and do that. That's a free way for you to get your message out. Yeah, but not on the morning roast so much. Do it on your own.
No,
personal
on my
show.
own time.
Yeah, I mean this is okay occasionally, but
Morning game of girl.
Gamer Girl, Plastic Canvas. Hello.
Check it out. Wow.
Oh, cool. That is wild, man. It's that 19th factor that's just happening.
The movie's on.
Oh, yeah. The Morning Zoast. TMZ, the
This is showing the city
Morning
the
Zoast.
way it is now. And then
Who put this together for you, Irvin?
I did.
It's good. There's the Slug crap. Slug was this really bad local graffiti artist that did this all over town and got caught and is now doing
Yeah.
jail time.
Picture.
Huh? He got them
I
all.
did.
You took all of them? or got them?
Like you.
No. The other ones
No.
were I had a professional.
Okay.
Good catch.
$50.
Good catch. Reflection. Liar. He's already a
No,
politician.
but you saw the pictures
Ed
of
got
Slug
you.
and all that. All the damage, all the damage pictures are showing the city damage. So far are my pictures.
But you pulled some off the internet.
No,
No, there's so many.
I'm a photographer. This is my photographer, there. That's my photographer.
And that was that black guy, right?
It was that black
kid.
guy, yeah.
I forgot his name. But I remember him walking around with
Yeah, Tony Banks.
And I took every one of them. That's not my reflection.
I took every window,
window,
but I didn't get the video.
I'm just messing with you, Irvin. It's all about Irvin today.
It's all about me.
Derek, I can't wait for the All About Derek episode. He's just gonna sit here
Actually,
and not
it was
say
all
shit.
about Derek.
Derek's gonna have the picture up, he's not saying anything.
This is the woman that goes to City Hall every time. There's only a minute left here.
Well, then that's just beefcakish.
Gotta have that as a picture that's supposed to look, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
this is how it ends.
Should say yeah, baby.
And then vote for me.
Very good, Irvin.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
I don't vote for anybody, but very good, Irvin. I just don't vote, you know that.
Yeah.
But
know.
I support your
You're an
ass.
anti-voter.
I support your ass winning because I want to see Irvin in office, and I want to have
It'd be
Irvin.
so crazy.
I want Irvin's shenanigans and Irvin's ideas to come to fruition. I would love to see Irvin win this thing.
Ed, you had it right before.
I want to see Irvin win this thing. And imagine this scenario, guys. What if Irvin won and Kuzno won? And we had both you in office at the same time.
That'd be too
Oh,
crazy.
that would be
Oh,
crazy.
my
Wouldn't that
He'd
be crazy?
Well, not only is it crazy,
It's kind of cool. Let's do
It
it.
is cool.
Because this city would be. You
I
guys
agree.
would have so many people getting on your case in the Telegraph, on the Rick Knight
I have
show.
such a hard time with David Kuzno.
No, but what if they both won it?
He does not have a clear vision.
But what if you both won and were working in the same consolidated government? Wow.
Wow, Graybeard, is that right? Except that we were walking around all over the city.
Yeah, everybody asking about the Homeless House Project. We did go, and we're going to talk about it the next hour. Well, this hour, but we're going to take a break. We took a break at 8:35 earlier, people.
So we're going to take a
So we're
break
going to
at
take one at
9:35.
9:30 because it had to reboot the bank
Thank you,
connection.
City Bomb.
But we are going to talk about where we went down there and Irvin. It's all about Irvin Day here on the roast, and we appreciate that. And we want you to also. But we're going to do Irvin's little. He doesn't have the video footage yet. Derek took it, but he's going to put it together. But Irvin is going to show you later on his photo album from a distance.
Oh, that's right.
And he's going to talk a little bit about it. But the video will be ready in a day or two.
When? Tomorrow?
I don't know. It's up to when you guys do it. But we did go. We'll talk about that after the 9:30 break.
It's all about Irv today
Hi,
on
Ross.
the Morning Run.
It's all about Irvin. See, this show has been flowing. This is the way this show should always be. Other than us having to reboot, this is the way the show is flowing. This has got the factor going.
Oh, but one
the
thing's
19
missing.
What?
He hasn't said a word much.
That's why it's flowing so well.
Oh, really?
You're the quiet black
What
man.
an insult.
Yeah,
I'm just
really.
kidding.
Well, no, you're
You just
not.
forgot about that.
I am kidding. It's a joke
I know you're
with
kidding.
DB.
You
plays
forgot
that
about
character.
you forgot about the intro.
Yeah, he had one of the awesome.
That was 20 minutes ago.
But that whole rock thing was great. That was one of his
And
finest.
you let out all your energy and then you sit there.
Ed, did you
Well, it
record?
takes a while.
No, check it out.
Hey, that's a good.
That's
one.
what we need.
That's what we need.
We need a Godzilla Derek.
No, Derek does well just the way he is.
Ah,
Do it,
ding
Derek.
dong.
It's 9:15 a.m. in Macon, Georgia. It's 45 degrees outside, sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 47.
Yeah, that was tragic
I like how it
game
flips.
ago with Buck Wild.
And what's his name just answered us. He said it's already out in the news further along. We didn't get the updated story. He said it is kind of what. Well, it's not what I said, but it's the exhaust was submerged. They died from the CO2.
Oh,
Is what he says.
Because he tried to close a window.
The further story was that the car was on with the CO and the exhaust was
Oh,
buried
that's
in the
carbon
mud,
monoxide,
and it
yeah.
came in on them. So it wasn't the heat exhaustion,
Now,
but it was
where
something
were they? In
killing
a
them.
sinkhole?
They were stuck in mud. That's what I thought it was.
Wow.
I didn't think it was foul play or drugs. I knew it was just something like that, what City Bump said, or the heat exhaustion or something got them, heat stroke or something. But anyway, you're right. It's not probably that hot in West Virginia right now.
Yeah.
But I was trying to come up with something. I missed the whole muffler was buried bit until
It's
City Bump
23
brought it up.
degrees in Indiana this morning.
Gary, Indiana. Gary, good segue. Good segue.
Indiana wants me,
Good segue.
but I can't go back there.
Good segue. My daughter is in the Music Man. It opens this Friday. Theater Macon opens April 5th. My daughter is in it. It's the Music Man with Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indy, 76 strong.
Yeah, Gary, Indiana.
I got trouble right here in River City. Right here.
What was that?
That's all from the Music Man.
No, what he just did.
Oh, he was doing the horn section.
trombone, yeah.
Oh.
Everybody knows when you got a black guy around, he's a
That
horn
happened.
player. Shit, we were hanging around with Newton Collier yesterday. I mean, he's a horn
That's
player.
true.
You know, if a black man's around, he's a horn player. Guarantee that.
Plastic Cameron says LOL.
Great
Good
horn
job,
players are
Herb.
black men. I mean, there's some good white ones, you know, like Tommy Dorsey and Glenn Miller and stuff like that. But if there's a good horn player, it's a black man most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah.
time. It is. Look at the great horn players.
51
Louis
degrees in
Armstrong.
South
Yeah,
Carolina.
not only him. I mean, there's some great ones.
Nah.
You want to go ahead and do eat your words or no?
Yeah.
Let me pick one random.
Eat
here.
your
That
words.
makes sense because it starts getting.
I thought we
things where-
changed it.
No, that's Gamer Girl came up with one. If I do the good side,
Which
If I-
one?
If I do the one where somebody
Cherish
is
your word.
giving somebody a compliment, but we're still in the negative mode here. Of somebody making fun of somebody or somebody's work. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So let me get this page, ladies and gents. I'll have to be in the chapter in which people are talking about other people. This
Oh,
is
there's
not-
a lull.
well, this is a good one because this goes with this show today. Let me pick this one because this is not random. I apologize, but it goes with the show because the show is all about Irving. This is Samuel Johnson, who was living from 1709 to 1784. Samuel Johnson to James Boswell. And this is very apropos, Irving and Derek and Ed. He said or wrote to James Boswell, "Sir, you have but 2 topics, yourself and me. I am sick of both."
Wow.
I like that one. And that fits with today because it's all about me, right?
It's all about me, Tag.
Sir, you have 2 topics. The quiet man's here in the middle. 2 topics, you and me. And we are sick of both.
And the gamer goes, "It's 35 degrees out there." Okay.
Unreal.
I think that's a good one.
Well, Saibuki isn't back.
Saibuki, fuck you.
Thanks for the books, but you're an AL.
I'm going to change your name to Saifuki.
Staying on.
I'm going to change your name to Saifukyu. No, we love you, Saibuki.
Well, speaking about all about me,
Go, brother, go. What
I've
toilet
been
paper did
thinking
you
a lot
use when you
about-
wiped your ass yesterday?
Huh?
What toilet paper did you use when you wiped your ass yesterday? It's all about you.
I use.
Okay. I mean, just tell us everything.
I was using the 11th hour when I ran out of toilet paper.
God, where are you?
Yeah, but
Wow.
it was,
Wow.
it was leaving a lot of ink on my butthole. So I said,
Oh.
I don't know if this is good.
Right.
I said, this ink could be poison.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me of one thing.
So then I made sure that I used only the parts
Right.
where there was no ink.
Right. Well, that
Which is the borders.
reminds me of a saying that I might have invented or come up with or coined, or it just might have come in my head from something else. But I always thought, and we'll say it now because it's very fitting. If you're going to smear me, make sure you use the right ink.
Well, I think
Right?
you regretted it.
Right? If you're gonna, Brad Evans and anybody else, if you're gonna smear me, try to smear me, make sure you use the right ink. That's
Right.
a good quote.
And not only that, use him. You're going to smear him. You're going to need to use a lot of Vaseline.
Ow! Ouch!
Ouch.
You see that? 19 factor.
Ouch!
The first
E.T.
conversation.
Ow.
3-ply makes
This
all
show
the
has
difference.
gone nowhere, but yet it's going somewhere.
No,
my
it
goodness.
does.
It's flowing.
Oh, the table looks awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's all about Irvin today. That's why his picture's in the front. Tomorrow,
We're
Derek.
hiding behind all this crap.
Tomorrow, Derek's picture will be there, or Ed's or mine. It'll be all about one of us.
Yeah.
We might actually one day make it all about somebody that's not even in the room and put their picture up.
It's all about
That'd
the
be funny, right?
bright light.
Yeah.
We'll
It's the
talk
new-
about the bright light.
Heather's old light bright when she was a kid. She wanted to throw it away. I said, no, let me keep that. That's going to go on the Morning Roast show.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Definitely.
With Irvin.
There we go. 3-ply makes all the difference. You're right.
Who's that? Urac?
You ever have that happen to you
What?
when you're wiping your butt and
Oh,
your
hell.
finger?
If you're
well.
eating breakfast, we apologize.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Nah.
I can't stand people that go,
We
stop
all-
talking about that.
We all
I
do
got
it.
an easy stomach.
We
I'm
all
like,
do it. Yeah. We all do it. Is this
Well-
real or is this a fake story?
No, it seems to be.
This sounds
like
fake, but Derek's got something.
Says it's a story like a man shoots tree and the tree fires back.
Oh,
Really?
you
I see where this is going.
That's
The
where
tree
you go.
falls on him, I bet.
That sounds like an onion story.
No, but it might mean it fell on him. Got him back.
Yes. Using a tree for target practice sounds harmless, right?
No.
But this wasn't the case for an Iowa man who was recovering at a hospital after the tree he aimed his gun at fired back. This is not an April's Fool's Day prank playing on this much maligned M. Night Shyamalan film, The Happening. An Iowa man is expected to survive, but will have one heck of a story to tell after he fired his pistol at a tree, only to have the shot ricochet and impact upon himself.
Wow, this story is another metaphor, isn't it? Isn't it? This is such a metaphor. This is almost like I could see the anti-gun people loving this story. This
Yeah.
is a story the anti-gun people are going to go to
So
and
he
go
shot the tree
and
the
go.
tree
This
came
is
down on him."
nature's way of saying, "You idiot, quit shooting shit.
Yeah.
You idiot human beings, quit getting your guns and shooting up schools and churches and blah blah blah." Isn't this nature's way of saying that to this guy?
Possibly.
Isn't that the
Possibly.
metaphor? And I'm a pro-gun guy. I believe in the Second Amendment and people having the right to have guns. But this is almost like the pagan, Wiccan way of nature saying, "You stupid human motherfucker, shoot me, and I'm going to show you the
You think that
repercussions."
tree curses like that?
No, but you know what? This is a story. This is a show of metaphors today. We talked about the kids that slashed the tires and ran. They had an agenda. You talked about agendas with politics, right? This guy shoots a tree, and the tree says, "Fuck
Yes.
you! I'm shooting you back."
Well,
Right?
yeah.
In
Well,
a
yes.
way,
Yes.
it's Mother Nature making this.
Well, how
guy.
does the story of
27
the aliens? come?
27-year-old
It's all
Logan.
metaphor.
27-year-old Logan Bunn,
Right.
Bunn, transported himself to a nearby hospital in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Right.
The Alamance County Sheriff's Office says the incident happened about 4:30 a.m. Sunday morning.
See?
In the ongoing war between
Easter Sunday too.
Yes,
Go.
Easter Sundays.
Yep, go.
An ongoing war between man and nature. Many more trees have fallen at the feet of their human counterparts, but there have been notable exceptions.
This one got him back.
Yep. Last month, an Illinois man was killed when a tree he was attempting to cut down fell upon him. Matter of fact, Christmas Day 2012 last year,
Yes.
a Houston man from Texas was killed when he was attempting to clear a fallen tree from a street
Texas,
outside his
Texas
home.
kills its people, man. We had the DA from Texas and his wife killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we always talk about the death penalty in Texas.
Yeah.
Is big and long and strong. And now here, Texas, man.
We got a dead tree.
But you know,
Yeah.
guys, this is Mother Nature in a way, and I'm a big gun rights advocate guy. But this is Mother Nature saying to this guy, "You dumb motherfucking human. Calm down with your
I
gun."
don't think you cursed him out.
No, but well, this is what the tree would have been saying if the tree wanted to curse.
I disagree with that.
You do. You think it would have been a very sweet, kind tree like Mayor Ricketts myself?
Yeah,
it would have been a conversation like,
I
"You're
think
not
it would have
kind.
been a very humble tree.
You're not kind shooting me, sir."
I don't know too many people
And
get
then,
humble
and
being
then the
shot.
fact that he killed the guy
Right. He didn't kill
by
him.
falling on him.
Well, that's a separate story. But the main story is the tree shot him back through his ricochet. But
Yeah.
that's a way of Mother Nature getting the last laugh on this
Yeah.
guy, right?
He who has the last laugh.
Last best, right?
There you go.
But,
oh, by the way,
I
I got a roundup of stories here on Making.com.
I can't wait.
They're one sentence.
Oh, wow, really?
That's all it really needs.
And they're getting paid? And these reporters are getting paid for this shit?
Yep.
This is all you got to do is work Telegraph is write?
One
Write
sentence.
one sentence and you get a job, a paycheck? Really? Really?
You know, they're putting stories out like 12 minutes ago.
I know. Okay, go with it. What's it say in one sentence?
Okay, I'm gonna read like 5 stories at once. 49-year-old man has been sentenced to 28 months in prison in connection with the $200,000 bank fraud scheme
Bank fraud.
against American Express
Chinese,
and Fleet credit card service. There you go.
All
Wow.
right.
Elderly woman dies after a week in Macon nursing home fire. A week after a small fire in an East Macon nursing home, an elderly resident died of smoke inhalation. There you go. Byron man killed in Warner Robins motorcycle accident. A Byron man died Monday night after crashing his motorcycle into a utility pole. Okay.
The pole won that one too.
Yeah,
Just like
it
the
did.
tree one.
Talk about
Right.
nature.
Yeah.
Except that the pole isn't natural.
Well, it's nature turned into a man-made
Yeah.
object. They cut,
Okay.
They cut the tree down.
Griffin Zybart's term in acting as superintendent extended to May 1st.
Yeah, that vote was 6-2.
The Bibb County
6 to
School
2.
Board voted 6-2
Yes, I heard
to
that.
extend the term of acting superintendent who
Yeah.
took over for that gallon money
Yeah.
man.
And Lester Miller was one of the
Susan
ones that was
Griffin.
against it.
until May 1st.
Just like Lester Miller was against Dalaman getting his payout, Lester Miller was against
Yeah.
that as well. One of the
All
two,
right,
I guess.
ready? Next story. Authorities call off search for man missing in the Okoboki River will resume this morning.
That's not good.
Rescuers called off the search of the Okoboki River late Monday for a man who said authorities said went missing
those Easter eggs
after a
done. That's
long
fantastic.
afternoon swim.
Did you take it?
Next story. Black bear hunt. Rules shift proposed
Okay.
in Georgia. Why don't you read the rest of it? They're all short.
Oh yeah, Silver Airways start Atlanta-Orlando flights from Macon. Silver Airways began passenger service yesterday morning from Macon to Atlanta and Orlando, Florida. Though passengers were few, outbound flights on the 34-passenger Saab 340B Plus turboprop jet went smoothly, airport and airline officials said.
Okay, very good. Next one. Now you would jump from this one.
Oh, okay. Black bear hunt rules shift proposed in Middle Georgia. Georgia wildlife managers would move the Middle Georgia black bear hunt from November to December under proposed hunting rules for the next 2 years.
Okay, very good. Bibb County. Bibb Gray relocation documentary
Oh,
to air in the
Got it?
Archaeology Channel Film Festival. as archaeologist Valerie Davis
Also, the smell doesn't.
search for unmarked graves in Bibb County. Read the rest.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
baby.
Making. Oh wait. Okay. Bibb Grave relocation documentary to air at the Archaeology Channel Film Festival. As archaeologist Valerie Davis searched for unmarked graves in South Bibb County, she was not expecting what she unearthed.
Okay, next story.
She unearthed the living dead.
Yes, Macon wants Bibb County to build Fillmore Thomas Park first. A Macon City Council committee vote unanimously Monday to ask Bibb County to make the Fillmore Thomas Recreation Area as its top priority for spending sales tax funds on recreation.
There you go. Mercer University experienced unprecedented growth. Underwood, vibrant community helping Mercer attract students. And finally, in a crime area, Macon man walking with his family is shot in the foot. A Macon man was shot in the foot, according to police report, as the officer responding to the call for an aggravated assault was met by the officer at the medical center. That's it, folks. Local news.
Thank you very much.
1 sentence.
Okay.
That's a good way to get the news out, right? Vorpal Bite.
Yeah. Well, it's getting close to 9:30. Actually, it's pretty close. It's 9:30.
Yeah, we're getting up. Next break.
It's 9:29, 45 degrees outside of Macon, Georgia. It's sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 47. Speaking of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his movie G.I. Joe Retaliation earned $40.5 million at the weekend box office this Easter weekend.
That's nothing.
It's the #1 movie for this week. #1 movie.
Yay!
Has a gross of $51 million so far. The Croods was the #2 movie. It's an animated film. It's been on for 2 weeks.
Isn't that with Bruce Willis?
Yeah, G.I. Joe Retaliation with Bruce
That's
Willis.
the only reason why it's making that kind of money.
Yep, The Croods is second place. It's animation, family animation. Close to $89 million. Tyler Perry's Temptation, which also debuted this past weekend, made $21.6 million. Olympus Has Fallen, the movie with Gerard Butler, formerly known as King Leonidas in 300, and Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman, was in 4th place with $14.1 million. It's been in the box office for 2 weeks with a box office total of almost $55 million. And rounding out the top 5 is Oz the Great and Powerful by Disney, making $11.7 million with its total of $198 million in its 4 weeks in the box office. And there's your weekend totals of
Thank you, DB.
top 5 movies.
DB.
Wow. Vorpal Bite is going off as he usually does.
What's he saying?
He says, and when the welfare crowd knows there's no guns, they will start shooting and looting. They will start looting.
Vorpal
I'm
Bite.
trying to prove that. Okay.
Vorpal Bite. You're sometimes right.
Vorpal Bite's not right in his mind.
No, sometimes he is, but sometimes he's not. He's
Welcome, Pussy Whisperer. Welcome.
I like that name, Pussy Whisperer.
Speaking
I
of
like
which,
that. Oh God, Pussy Whisperer talks to me.
we're going to go to break.
Does
We're
Pussy
taking-
Whisperer talk to you guys? Well, I know he doesn't talk to you. She doesn't talk to you, Irvin.
I'm not interested.
But yeah.
We'll be back.
Pussy Whisperer talk to you? Pussy Whisperer does talk to me. Donnie Curry, stay on, brother. I was wanting you to come on because I want to ask you a question after this break. Because
Here we go.
we brought you up earlier, Donnie. We'll bring you up again
So
later.
far, number
We'll be
2
back after this message.
with a morning roast.
That's right,
Live
baby.
in the Nut House.
Yeah.
Good show, guys. Go.
You and your pipe.
Well, you got to do
Stick it in your pipe and smoke it.
You can't spell Irvin Martinez without M-E.
Art, I was
Right?
looking for the video you made the other night on Friday night.
What was that?
The video you made Friday night.
Yeah.
Where is that? One
I'm
that
going
was
to
really
download it.
You had it posted. I can't find
All
it.
right, hold on.
You can't spell Martinez without M-E. That's his slogan. His slogan, Logan. That's his slogan. One of your slogans, Logan. You can't spell Martinez without M-E. Yes, I'm going to say it 50 more times for everybody.
Just how much I don't want to. Though you know just how much I don't want to. I've stayed too long and the road is illuminated, and I see my one way out and it's coming up fast. And I might be licking my wounds and I might not know what to do, but I know my future with you will be way in the past. So I'm giving you up just to keep it together. I'm giving you up, what else can I do? I'm giving you up just to keep it together. But you know just how much I don't want to. Though you know just how much I don't want to. You were my rock, now you're just pulling me
Shut.
down. Don't wanna
My
be
finger hurts.
lost somewhere where my soul can't be found. So I'm giving you, I'm giving you, I'm giving you up. Together.
Still trying to find it, Ed.
What else can I do? I'm giving you up just to keep it together. Though you know just how much I don't want to. Though you know just how much I don't want to. Though I know just how much I don't want to.
Don't get us off break yet. Oh, man. Oh, easy.
Yeah. Another fucking banger. Yeah. 2005. I'm trying to strive. I'm fucking ballin', my car is new, it's never stolen. I'm carrying around boxes of dope like I'm you holding. You falling off the charts quickly. That's why your label sending A&Rs to come get me. Come hit me. If you think I got that talent, cause everybody in the street know that joke get valid. I'm not the type, not the way the verses spit it a few. Give me a minute, motherfucker, and I'll kick it with you. These are the words of a man spitting straight through a mic. I'm like Bam Margera, bitch, I do what I like. If you ever heard that Bama, then you believe it was gay. I've been out rocking shit since receivers were great. And if you all know me, dog, then I stay with that hate. Ask God for forgiveness every time that I pray. And my gun stays cocked every time that I lay. Fuck it, you don't have to believe every rhyme that I say. I say, be smart, you need to keep low. Movie start to let that heat blow. And he knows he needs to keep low. Cause I'm that fucker that you love to hate. Be smart, you need to keep low. When we start to let that heat blow. And he knows he needs to keep low. Cause I'm that fucker that you love to hate. I'm the type of fucker you love to hate. Ever since I waltzed right through the gate, you just sit around while I elevate. I'm creating shit you imitate. Copycat, fucking rat, you can see me fucking get fucking mad, no just get there ain't no fucking ducking.
Yeah, I'm trying to upload a video for Ed, but
this will all up in your mouth. He just sucking at your fucking rat. You should have never crossed lines with me. The same boy fucking trying to spit rhymes with me.
Theo.
Unlike me, I sold many kinds of weed. Proceed to make moves as I cruise to the top. I stay awake, motherfuckers hit snooze on the clock. I'm in your hood, motherfucker, you get booed off your block. And I don't really give a fuck who can get shot. Get shot. Be smart, be keep low.
Yeah.
Be smart.
Horrible rap. Give me some old school rap.
Get rid of
You
that.
like this, Derek? Yeah, this even Derek doesn't like this rap. Derek and myself,
All right, I think we're
and
back.
probably Mr. New Yorker, and maybe Ed. We want
I
real
hate
old.
rap.
No, old rap's great.
I gotta keep it uncopyrighted.
I
It's not
agree.
somebody I know.
I agree. I
Hey,
agree.
the guy made it in the basement.
That's cool.
You're right. You're doing a good
No,
job.
I'm not complaining about you playing it because other people might like it. I'm all about this show having stuff on there that I don't like that other
That's
people might like.
diverse.
That's the part. The point.
We like the diversity.
But the thing about it is, for me,
It's
I
hard.
think Derek will agree. Our rap, we want the old original stuff. Or if you're not going to go way, way back, at least go up to Public Enemy. You know, I'm not talking
Yeah.
about just the old classic Sugar Hill Gang.
Well, I'm gonna find this
Furious
video
Five.
if it kills me, Ed.
But the newer rap is horrible, in my
It's
opinion.
gone,
It's
Urban. They
horrible.
took it
It's-
off, man.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
it's terrible.
I couldn't find it.
So.
I mean, at least some Eric B. and Rakim or
See,
something.
and they were that time period. They were that time period, that kind of second generation, which I
Yeah.
didn't listen to them a lot, but I remember them.
Because they came around the
I
same
was
time
born.
with Public Enemy
Yes,
and Boogie Down
exactly.
Productions.
Exactly. But I was never like an Eric B. and Rakim guy that listened to that, really. It didn't
Yes.
bug me. I just didn't listen to it.
I was
a Public Enemy guy. In that time period, Public Enemy was it. And it sounds
because
weird
he
coming
like
from
he
the
like
white
that
guy.
super rebellious
Well,
stuff.
and
Public Enemy?
I said this on the show before. Remember,
Yeah.
that was a perfect setup and a perfect layout for a so-called rock and roll rap group.
Yeah.
When I say rock and roll, they were the rap
They were the
version
Rolls.
of the the rebellious, in your face, kind of oh my God, scare the parents kind of rock and roll. They were the rap version of that. And that's what I love because I love rock and roll. I love that kind of rebellious.
I got
stuff.
it, Ed.
And the thing about it is, Public Enemy that was a brilliant idea. You have the straight man who's serious,
Chuck D,
who's
yeah.
very intelligent, whose lyrics are great, his voice is great, he sounds intelligent, he says intelligent, thoughtful things, thought-provoking, and then you get the silly clown. It's the yin and yang.
Yeah, Flavor
It's
Flav.
it's the Jekyll and Hyde. You know, it's exactly the brilliant. It's a brilliant concept. And then when you throw in the whole like SW1s and that whole militant thing, that just becomes a whole nother thing.
S1Ws, yeah.
What did I say?
SW.
Oh yeah, S1W. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. S1Ws. Professor Griff and all them. When you throw that in there, it adds the whole next level of rebelliousness and oh my God, they're scary, especially to the white establishment. You know, they're scary. They're Black Panthers. They're Muslims. Blah, they're doing this. They're rap. Don't let them come in our neighborhood. You know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
It was a brilliant idea. That's why they're such a great act. They're such a great musical act. I would probably say they were my favorite rap act, even though I grew up with the old original stuff.
Thank you, Ed.
Public Enemy is probably my favorite rap group.
Yes.
Awesome.
I like.
Awesome idea.
I have
Awesome
admit that
songs.
I grew to like them because they came out around the same time.
You didn't like them at first?
Well, because they were like.
Militant is
Yeah,
that.
militant,
But
yeah.
I love that.
I like
because-
Eric B. They came out the same. I just love the way how Rakim flowed because I don't like because if you remember Run DMC, you had like. Boy, get Roman at a record high. People going down. You know, they were
Yeah.
all loud, and
I
then
like
Rakim
Run
was
DMC. Run DMC
Rakim
was
was
a big
just
deal.
Rakim was mellow and more reserved.
He was a ladies' man, kind of.
Well,
There
that
was
would be
like
Big
a-
Daddy Kane.
No, but
Rakim.
weren't Irby Rakim kind of a combination of, hey, I'm the man's guy too, I'm the real manly rapper, but then I can get into the ladies kind of thing?
Well, yeah, and
Weren't
I guess
they kind of
to
like
an
that? Like
extent.
smooth, he was like the original smooth, tough guy.
I'm the man. And meanwhile, he goes around and rent a car.
Who?
I'm saying
Get your
that's how
stuff
men react sometimes.
Yeah.
They say, I'm the man, I'm this and that.
No, but it
Most
was.
of those guys that have rent a car, just like
No, we're
Mike.
talking about old rap. We're not talking about these
We're
new
not
people.
talking about
I
these
don't
new
like
people,
rap.
We're
like
not
these
talking about
little
this new
Wayne's,
crap.
Wayne
No.
crap.
No. Anyway,
I just,
we've lost her.
I just like the Donnie Curtis is too right from NWA was a smooth rapper. Too Short, oh yeah, Too Short wasn't
he
from
wasn't in
NWA.
NWA.
He was a solo
Yeah.
artist. He was a solo
What does
artist.
NWA stand for?
Wow, I wonder what.
Well,
Niggas
not the
with attitude.
Nats.
Nice people with attitudes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they were pretty good too. 'Cause
At first,
they
I
were-
thought it was the National Wrestling Alliance. I thought you were talking about wrestling.
They were
But
pretty
it-
good too. They were pretty good too for what they did. Their
Uh-huh.
hard message, but Public Enemy to me blew them out of the water.
Uh-huh.
I remember hearing NWA in the Army in basic training. I had a buddy in basic training. But I'm sorry, not basic training. We were already stationed in Germany at
Yeah,
this point.
Easy. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, hell, NWA had everybody. Dr. Dre, MC
Easy.
Ren, Eazy-E, Ice
Ice
Cube.
Cube,
They all
yeah.
came from there. But no, my first time hearing it was the Fuck the Police tape
Yeah.
cassette of NWA was a buddy of mine stationed in Schweinfurt, Germany in the Army, 88, 89, late 88, 89. He had that tape, and that was when I first heard of NWA.
Oh,
Was
okay.
that tape. But I was still, at that point, way, way, way more into Public Enemy and thought they were the better group.
All right,
Between the
Johnny
two.
wants to know what your question is.
Go, let Derek
Okay.
finish. He's about
I
to
just
say-
like
he likes
Eric
this
B.
talk.
Rakim because I love Paid in Full. Paid in Full is probably the quintessential rap album. It was like every single track on that album was perfect. Not one song actually sucked on there. I mean, even the instrumentals were great and the remixes. I mean, it's known for for probably later known for
Right.
Paid in Full, the remix with
Right.
Afra Haza, the Middle Eastern singer.
Great voice over Hazen.
And definitely, but I just love his flowing, particularly in My Melody. That's what really gave me.
That's the one you keep quoting. I remember
Yes.
you used to quote that on our blog.
Oh yes, yes.
I had to
I-
hear Derek do this about 20 times.
Yeah, I mean it's just a lovely form thing. I get 7 MCs, put them in a line, then I get 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme, but it'll take 7 more before I go for mine, and that's 21 MCs that have at the same time. Easy doesn't do it easy. That's how I'm doing.
He's on fire.
Yes.
DS
Fire.
Photo Guy, you were entitled to your opinion. Not all rap sucks, Photo Guy.
Is that like music you can fuck to or something?
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of smooth.
Yeah, what
but
happened to
it's-
the old music? You know, you can slow
Well,
down
that's
with
great
it,
too, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
DS is right. I love my rock and roll, and I love my old psychedelic '60s stuff, and I love my punk, my original punk and gothic industrial music too. But the thing about it is, there is some good rap, Photo Guy. Come on, you came from Chicago, DS. You know there's good rap.
You know
You're a
this,
Chicago boy, DS. Come on.
especially LL Cool J's Jack the Ripper.
I wasn't into LL Cool J though. I wasn't into him. I didn't get into him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not as another rapper. Anyway, your question, Donnie Curry, because now it's all about Donnie Curry.
No. It's still about Irv because I got his video coming up.
Okay, well, let's do Irv. Donnie
Okay.
Curry, again, you take a back seat.
I'll do the video, you do the Irv.
Again, Donnie Curry, you take a back seat to Irving.
Yes. Go over there.
Go. Anyway, Donnie, we'll come to the question for you next.
Yeah, you do. I do the video, you do Irv.
I'm not doing Irv. I'm not doing Irv, no. You crazy? Hey, Bean. Good to see you, sweetheart. Glad you're on. Thank you so much for all the help you've done with this show. We really appreciate it.
Definitely.
Good evening. My name is Irving Martinez, and I am here to tell you why I decided to run for Bibb County Commissioner in District 2. First of all, I live in the neighborhood,
Put the teeth up.
and it's important that that be the case. I get to see every day the people in my community, and they, of course, in turn see me. One of the things that I believe I have ahead of some of my opponents is that I have total connection with my community here on Houston Avenue and the Houston Corridor, along with downtown Macon, which most people may have seen me downtown for many years now. I have roamed downtown and seen
Yeah, baby.
some of the things that could be done
You mouthy
that has been
motherfucker.
neglected. One of them being
Straight from the
to
horse's
rent
mouth.
out most of the spaces
Horse
downtown.
mouth, too.
And I'm excited about the Dannenberg project. However, we're going to need more of an injection now that we've had these issues with police abuse and the Junebug murder. One of the things that I want to work on as well in our community is mental health. I believe we have a
long
lot
is this?
of mentally ill people.
How long is this?
I am one of them.
5 minutes.
I am bipolar, and I have been known to have been in trouble.
Saying I'm bipolar.
But thank God for friends,
He's honest.
family, and love is what brought me back to where I am today, a show host and running for Bibb County Commissioner. I believe that with God's help, we can overcome any obstacle. I have come many. I have a prosthetic heart valve. I have been HIV positive for over 30 years.
I love the honesty.
Without medicine.
I love it.
And I have a rebuilt aorta. Now you say, why such a sick man run for office?
Pig heart.
Wouldn't the stress kill him?
No, he's like
Wouldn't
a
the
cockroach.
stress hurt
never
him?
die.
By no means. I do these things for God, and I believe in His glory that I will gather the strength. He's already spared me from 5 bouts of pneumonia as well. God has a plan for our city.
Oh, he's seen it.
When I first got to our
He's
city,
been up all night watching it.
I said to my minister at the time, I said, I'd like to see this city taken over for God. What I meant by that was to evangelize the city. Well, I became a politician. Isn't that fun? But that's the way God works. And I believe that my candidacy is more than just pushing a button. It really is the change making in ways it has never been changed from the heart. We are the heart of Georgia. We need to talk about our music. We need, besides the current ones, we need to help the bands that are coming in. We need to provide venues for them to come and play their music. We need projects for young children in the inner cities where they will spend time learning about life, learning about living, learning about communication, learning the basics on just how to live together. I believe our community could learn so much from each other. I also believe that a lot of the things that go on here in Macon are just events. I would like to see a weekly, non-stop event where we bring people together in that community. Now, when I say event, folks, I'm not trying to be funny here. There are two types of events. There's one where you have it once a month, and there's one where you have it every week. And you provide love, care, and support to the people in our community. And I believe that we will get great things done in our community. I support candidates like Virgil Watkins, who helped to change the law to allow citizens to be on the investigation board for the internal affairs. I support candidates like Danny Glover, who have tried to calm the storms of backbiting and backtalk and hypocrisy that is in our city. I support candidates like Paul Bronson, who has vision for our city and hopeful vision, as a man that I respect very highly. And there's Al Tillman, who I adore and love and support altogether. He's a good man, and he's tried to do things for our city that no one else is. That is my clear understanding of things here in Macon, Georgia, and that is what I hope you will support. Now, there are others on the other side who will try to make hay of all this. And what I say to them is stop being a bully. And let's work together. Together we can get things done. That's what this city needs. It needs someone to step in and say enough is enough. Let us work together, side by side. Now, of course, through consolidation, half of these folks will be gone. And so it's kind of a backbiting, bloodthirsty fight right now to try to win the seat. Well, I'm not going to go there. I respect Rabbi Schlesinger, and I also respect Henry Ficklin. The young man, Mr. Carlisle, I don't know. And so I'd like to meet him eventually. At least you know who my opponent is. And so, with all reality and with all my heart, I say vote for me, Irving Martinez. I'll bring a difference. I'll make a difference. And all I want from you is to have faith that God is in control. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Well,
yet?
It's all about
Yes.
Irvin today.
He's giving
It's
her a
Irvin.
blowjob.
Yeah.
it's all about me today.
It's all about Irvin. Yay, Irvin, once again, I must compliment you. Very well done.
Thank you.
You have got
Very
a good
good.
video there.
Well,
man.
let me tell you something.
And you had it aimed perfectly.
Yay!
And the
guess
other
what?
thing was,
And
did you
guess
notice
what?
the
It was
roach?
very good.
You
There was a
surprised
roach
Eric.
crawling up the wall.
No, but I love that because it just
It
kind of
shows.
goes. It's metaphor. It's Metaphor Tuesday.
Thanks for the bubbles.
I had to come back with bubbles because it's Lawrence
Thank
Welk.
you, Gamer Girl, Rosa Nicole.
All right, those girls love it.
Thank you,
Vorbeck saying
Vorbeck.
turn that shit off. No, actually, Vorbeck.
No, actually, he was very
Donnie
supportive.
Curry got mad because it wasn't about him.
Graybeard, okay, Irv, you need to hone
Just-
up your public speaking. You need to prepare your speech better.
Yeah, but that wasn't bad. That was
I
off the
took a
cuff,
debate
right?
speech in college.
Hey, wasn't that off the cuff,
Need a little
Irvin?
more polishing. I like the.
You were off the cuff though, right? You didn't write that down.
Yeah,
or
no,
were you
I didn't
reading
write
it?
it.
Were you
That
reading
was
it?
completely.
That wasn't bad for off the cuff.
Completely ad lib.
See, that wasn't bad for off the cuff. That was not bad. I've heard Irvin sound worse. That was good. That was pretty good for off the cuff.
And it's all a great beginning. Okay.
Anyway.
Who hovering over you, Irving? Nobody. I was by myself. That's my camera. on
No,
my
but he
computer.
saw a shadow, so it must have been
My,
somebody walking by the window.
Oh, that was Ed.
Ed's shadow.
Ed going in the
wasn't
bathroom.
there when
Oh, you
Leaving
weren't?
a stench.
I think it was a
I was
shadow.
not.
It was out the window, Ed.
I was
Shadow.
Oh, shadows during the video. It's
Walking
probably
by.
the balloons.
Yeah, might have been. Might have been. That might have been.
They are a lost cause.
Who, us?
LOL welfare. VORP, you mean welfare to America Fund?
Vorp.
The only reason I'm staying up because you, Anthony, wanted to ask me a question, not about me.
Well, damn, Donnie.
I don't know. I
That's
always
just
think it's about you,
That's just
Donnie.
damn controlling as hell. Donnie, we'll get to it. It's not a big deal, Donnie. We did a story earlier about the most viewed FBI files is the New Mexico Flying Saucer event. You're in Nevada, Donnie Curry, so I thought of you when we did this story you weren't on, and you're not far from Nevada. You're closer to Nevada than we are. And, to New Mexico than we are, being where you are. And I just wanted to know, also, because you have a lot of experience and stuff, have you ever had a experience with a UFO or an abduction? So we brought you up, Donnie, saying, Donnie, if you're out there, have you ever been abducted? If so, tell us about it.
Oh, boy. I bet he has one.
Well, let's see. Donnie's going to
I was
call in.
abducted by the police and thrown in jail for slapping my kid.
That's it? Do you guys have any UFO stories?
Huh?
I have a UFO story. Do you guys have one?
I do.
No, not really.
Go, Ed, do you have one?
My brother and I.
I have one which I don't know whether it's a
Where's my
UFO.
coffee?
I don't know, brother. I just heard it beep. But my UFO story, real quick, I've told this on this before, and I don't necessarily believe in UFOs. I mean, I believe there's other world with other life forms. It's kind of selfish to think there's not in that vast universe that we have. Mm-hmm. But this event, I think, was my mind messing with me. But this is when I was living in with an apartment with a couple other people.
I think Donnie's going to call.
Okay, called Donnie in early 90s, and I was sleeping on this couch, which was underneath this big window, and I remember waking up in the middle of the night to this big blinding light coming across. Get it?
Oh,
hold it for a
okay.
minute. Just say hold on. Tell him to hold for a minute. This light coming across the window over me as I was sleeping on the couch. The thing about it is this house I was in was made of 4 apartments, and it was really close to the neighbor's house. It was a neighborhood where each house was really close to each other. And so there was no way anything could get in that little crevice right there.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, cool.
humanly possible up on the second floor and flash a light through, unless it was coming from a window to the other house, the neighbor's house, the window across from our window. Anyway, this big flash of light comes flying over me. It wakes me up, and it was like, man. And it was this weird kind of chill feeling I had when it happened. Ended up falling back asleep on the couch. Woke up and then thought, dang. And that was a time period when I was, of course, drinking sometimes, partying, occasionally, smoking marijuana. That was back in the early 90s. So maybe my mind was messing with me. Maybe it was like sleep messing with me and my mind. But the thing about it is, I always kind of thought, was it maybe a UFO kind of thing? You know, because the walls of these two houses were real close together. It was one of those neighborhoods where all the houses were built close together. And it was a two-story houses. So, and I was up on the second floor in one of the apartments. Anyway, that was my story. So, Donnie Curry, is he ready?
Yeah, we have a call.
Donnie, put on speaker. Donnie, it's all you, my man. Good morning.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Before I start this conversation, Irving, if you can hear me, that was a well-done video, in my opinion. All right.
Donnie's talking.
To your question, have I ever been abducted? No. Do I believe aliens exist? Absolutely, because I would have to be pretty conceited to think God only created us.
Exactly. I agree.
But anyways,
the atheist agrees.
Yes.
But do I believe that they visit us? I think we're not ready for them to visit us. But have I ever had an experience that might come into question? I have two of them. One's a quick one.
Donnie's on. Donnie, hold on a minute. Irvin's joining us again. Irvin, first of all, Donnie came on to say, very well done video, Irvin. He liked your video. Now he's going into, he feels the way most people do, and I feel, other than the God part, he thinks that God created lots of different types of forms. I'm an atheist, but I do believe there are other life forms out there created in a different way, as in evolution. Go ahead, Donnie, you were saying.
Right. All right. My wife and I were at a drive-in theater one time about 6 or 7 years ago, and we were looking up at the sky, and there was this one spot that was above us, a light that was moving erratically. It wasn't like a star that was just twinkling.
Right.
It moved sharply across the sky. My wife and I kind of put it into question.
Right.
But the other thing is when I was working as a delivery driver, you know, I had to do a delivery down to Las Vegas. And by the way, I am in Nevada. I live in Reno. So you're right. I'm pretty close to Nevada.
Yes. No, I didn't mean to say Nevada. I meant to say you're pretty close to New Mexico.
Oh.
I spoke wrong.
I'm northern Nevada.
Right, but you know what I mean. You're a lot closer to New Mexico than we are. And the earlier topic was that they came out and said the FBI, the most viewed files at the FBI are the New Mexico flying saucer files.
Yeah.
That was the reason. That's the reason I thought of you. I just misspoke and said Nevada when I meant to say New Mexico when I introduced you earlier. And that's what happened. I misspoke. I know you're in Nevada, but I was saying you're very close to New Mexico. And since you always, a lot of times, have a lot of experiences.
And isn't that Nevada?
No, New Mexico is different than Nevada. But the thing about it is, since you're about the same age as us, Donnie, and you've had a lot of life experiences as well, I was saying before you came on the air, I wonder if Donnie has had a UFO experience since he's out that direction. You know, he's not far from New Mexico.
Right. Well, the biggest thing I've ever experienced was I actually.
So you did have an experience
down to Vegas. When I went to Vegas for a delivery, I actually passed by Area 51.
Right.
And, you know, they've got some crazy stuff that goes on down there.
Right.
Even though it's supposedly, as our government tells us, non-operating. I'm sorry. There's too many things to go into question over that.
Right.
You know, I mean, they still have controls over there. If it's non-op, then why do they still have heavy guarding? I mean, they still have. If you put a foot over that line past that figure, you'll get shot.
Right, but the thing, let me ask you. Well, let me say my opinion on that, and then if Irvin and Derek want to chime in, they can. I think, you know, I do think there's other life forms too. It would be ridiculous to think we're the only life form. I agree with that. I don't attribute it to a god, but I agree with that. But the thing with Area 51, I don't so much think that that's a case of a UFO crashing and them finding it. That I think might have been a prank. I do think there's other life forms, but I think that might have been a prank. But I do think what it is. Are you just gonna do that the whole time?
No, Vocal Bite.
Well, fuck it. Let's finish the conversation.
I'm laughing.
Jesus. We'll laugh. But anyway, the thing is, this is a good conversation with Donnie Curry. Mm-hmm. The thing is that I think what it is Area 51 is more so a government area to where they're building actual military weapons and stuff for them. I don't think it's actually a spot where they're investigating alien life forms. I think the reason it's so high-tech security and it's so top secret is that I think there's war machines being made there and tested and stuff, meaning flying, aircraft and stuff for us to fight wars. That's what I think it is. Go, Donnie.
Well, see, in my opinion, the whole alien abduction stuff, and the whole hype over people saying, "Well, I was in my bedroom and they butt probed me." No, I don't think none of that really happens. I think we're as a society and a civilization, I think we're too immature to deal. If we can't even get along on a racial level,
right?
Why should an alien species come down here to try to communicate with us? What we'll do is we'll get pissed off and start being species racist.
That's a good point. You're right. You're right. There are a lot of people, unfortunately, that would. That's right. People here would turn them into the next slaves.
My
You're right.
thing is I think once we get over the whole I'm right, you're wrong, and start getting along as a society and as a human race.
Well, yeah, but Donnie, I don't think there's anything wrong with disagreement and debate. I don't think we all have to be kumbaya. I always preached, as long as I can remember, that we can get along and still disagree strongly about things. I don't like this whole politically correct, let's force everybody to be happy together and like everything the same. I don't like that either. I think we should respect each other. That's my anarchistic beliefs, without having to be ruled. But I also think that we should be able to tell each other and be able to have a conversation where we can talk like this and say we don't agree with each other, but yet still respect each other. You get what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Is that if as a society we can, what's the old Rodney King comment? Can we just all get along?
Right.
Disagree, but get along in the same retrospect.
Right.
Now, once we can get over that hill, then our society will be advanced and we'll be able to evolve.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. Because I think Irvin needs me to get off the phone, so I'll set it aside. But that's my 2 cents on the whole alien.
Well, that's a good conversation, Donnie. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, Donnie.
Thanks.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Donnie.
Goodbye.
Turn that off for me. So yeah, no, I like that. That was a good call, and I'm glad Donnie called in because that's exactly kind of the point. He's right. He's right. Even though we've come a long way, and you always say it, Irvin, you're the one that says racism still exists big time.
Of course.
And he says speciesism would exist, meaning basically we would treat these aliens most likely like some people treated the slaves in history of this country and this world. You don't think so? You don't think we would do that if aliens really did land? You don't think there would be a lot of
or they would try and enslave us.
big head honchos in Washington, D.C.?
Of course, I know. I thought you were talking about them coming to us and
No.
attacking us.
No, I said separately that Area 51 I think is a stronghold for where the military is testing and building war machines. That's what I think it is. Whether it's aircraft war machines or
You've been
whatever.
watching too many sci-fi.
No, but
movies.
why isn't that plausible? It's more plausible than saying it's a whole site to research alien life form. I don't think it's that. I think they just use that old
Well, LWR Ventures says, I've been told by an MIB agent that we are visited on a regular basis. What's a MIB?
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
You don't know what MIB is? It's all about
It
videos.
says
Yeah.
Abrahamic religions
see.
would collapse. What? Abrahamic religions?
Is that Vorpal Bite?
Yeah.
That's Greybeard.
Greybeard. Greybeard.
If we're gonna fight for this country, we got to get it right.
Look at Derek. That's great. That shot's great. Look, it put me double. Oh, it's all about me today. Thank you, Ed. That's awesome. It's me and Derek's torso with no head.
Yes.
Derek, let me talk to you. What happened? Are you ahead of the game?
What the hell happened?
Derek, are you ahead of the game? Men in Black.
Yeah, this is how we
Look,
shut them out.
Derek's head and shoulders above the
I
rest.
love it. All right, you know what? Leave it
Jeez.
like that for a while.
Are we taping this show,
Let's see
Ed?
what happens, what
Ed,
the reaction is.
Ed, are we taping this show? Because this is a
Yeah.
great show, Ed. This is a good full
Eric, going
episode.
back and forth.
This is a good full episode.
Now go forward more.
Irvin's been
Go
on
forward.
fire. Everybody has been on fire.
Now back.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
I love these
Effects. Anyway,
graphics.
what are we doing?
Creepy stuff.
Story, Derek Barrett?
Yeah, I do have.
Thank you for the call, Donnie Curry.
Go ahead, Derek. I love it.
I do too.
Move up.
Okay.
Let's see
guys.
what happens.
Stop with the metaphors. Let's go.
Oh, look at his eyes. I love it. Oh, a Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Right here. Wait.
We don't need Saibuki.
No, no,
we
no,
got
no.
Cyclops.
Move
Right, but
this
look,
way, Derek.
Irvin, you didn't hear me. We
Yes.
don't need
No,
Saibuki.
no,
we
move
don't
that
need
way.
Saibuki. We
Okay.
got Cyclops. Come on, you're running
Cyclops.
over
We
my
only got a
joke.
couple of
Wow.
seconds.
You're running over my joke, Irvin. We
Yeah.
don't need Saibuki. We got Cyclops.
Yes.
Ah,
I don't know if you heard about this guy.
That's
all,
funny.
It's all about me.
I don't know if you heard about this
It's
teenage.
all about me today.
Heard about this teenage programmer Nick Delosio from London. He's 17. He's a tech whiz and rich, and he had a decision to sell his news application Sumly to Yahoo for what's rumored to be a massive payout that has turned him into a media sensation.
That's funny.
It's ridiculous.
The sales capped a short but successful career at
Ridiculous.
Apple's Inc. vast app store, where hundreds of thousands of pieces of software compete for this attention for smartphone and tablet users. So basically, he has made millions just for his $1 million app.
I think that's that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous for people to pay that much money for some shit like that. Do you agree with me?
People
No.
pay money for drugs.
I
every
know,
day.
I know, but in that, as much as we have all these people starving and these homeless and this shit, and this guy's making, it's like paying Irvin. It's like paying these athletes way too much money.
Yeah.
It's like paying these actors way too much money. Don't you agree?
No, I
That's
totally
way
agree.
too damn expensive to be
And
paying
it's
for an app.
well, wait a minute.
Come on.
Let's slow down here. You're an actor,
and that's bullshit to get
and you
paid
do
that
it for
much.
free.
No, not anymore. I used to.
Well, but the point I'm trying to make is, you see what that's like. You go to
And I don't-
act,
and I don't
it's
agree with it.
horrible. You're there all day.
But I don't agree with getting
you guys
paid that
some
much.
stupid ass director,
I don't agree
like
getting
making 20
Right.
shots
But
out of one
Irvin,
night.
I don't agree with an actor, a big actor, getting $20 million a picture.
I
That is
don't- I
fucking
agree.
ridiculous.
I agree.
don't agree with these basketball players and these baseball players and
How
these
much are they
football
making
players
an hour?
getting
Think about
all
it.
this crap they're getting paid. I don't agree with this app selling for that much. I mean, we got more important things to take care of besides these
Look at
fucking
how we do
apps. You know what I mean?
We do it for free.
Yeah, we do.
But you know, do you agree?
but I have to
Don't
admit,
change the subject yet, Derek. I want your opinion on this. Do you think that's too damn? I'm not saying it's not good for the guy that invented it. Of course, he loves it. He got the money. But don't you think that's ridiculous to pay that much for it? Come on.
I guess if you're a consumer, I guess probably so. But being a person who's kind of broke, hey,
You're all about the capitalism.
about capitalism, yes.
Yeah, you're all about you right now.
Yeah, the water, hey, the electric bill's
And
not
he's
gonna
all
pay-
about you. all about you and all about you.
What was the word
I'm
that
just-
you came up with?
Juicer. Okay, go.
All I'm
Derek.
saying is, look, the water bill's not gonna pay itself.
No,
That's
but
fine.
do
You
you
just
have
have
to
to.
be paid that much for something? Isn't it okay for that actor, instead of that actor getting $20 million a picture, isn't it okay if that actor got $5 million for that picture?
mean, if-
isn't it a little too outrageous?
If
what
it's
they're
Tom
being
Hanks,
paid?
yeah.
Come on, you don't need to get $20
I mean,
million a
if
fucking
it's
movie.
like
Come
Tom
on.
Green, no.
No, but
I mean,
no
come on.
actor should get that much. Isn't that really wasteful with the situation of the country?
You
When
got
we
if
could
you,
be
you
helping
gotta,
other
yes.
more important things.
That's very
and
true.
You're getting $20 million.
But at the same time, you
dollars
gotta
a
pay
picture.
millions of dollars. If
Come
you're gonna
on.
pay that much, pay because
Come
you
on,
give
B.
good quality work.
Come
you don't
on,
just
B.
pay $20 million for no crap low 79 patient type work.
No, but
I'm just saying.
still, that is way too much to pay anybody to act.
Yeah.
Acting is not that important of a
But
fucking
then again,
job.
it depends.
Okay,
I mean,
come on.
it's an
Okay, maybe
aggravating.
I'll say
on.
maybe blue collar for
Process.
construction workers. Yeah,
Come
probably.
on.
You know,
Yep.
as a group,
It is
as a
not-
company.
Well, Lil
you know.
Wayne should not be making what he's making for the music he's doing.
Well,
Come
of
on,
course,
people.
yeah.
Come on, that is way too damn
Of
much.
course,
money.
little.
A lot of
that.
musicians.
A lot
Justin
of musicians.
Bieber shouldn't be making what he's making. All that crap is ridiculous. Britney Spears shouldn't have been making what she was
Top
making.
actors sell more tickets.
Yes, they do. They sell more tickets. That's how they.
I know, but I hate the idea that we are so this nation is so enthralled and just so busy with money and all this crap and just having all this material shit that it's just ridiculous of what's going on in the world in the U.S. But yet you got people spending money on stuff that really in the end doesn't matter. You made a damn movie. The damn movies doesn't really matter in the scheme of life, does it? It entertains us for a couple hours. we can credit and say it's a great piece of art, but in the end, does it really matter compared to what a lot of other things might matter more so? Does it really matter that this guy's playing football and getting all this damn money to play football? No, it doesn't.
Not even the football matters.
I mean, that's my point about it.
I always talk about it.
Our priorities are screwed up in this country. Aren't they?
No doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Yes, the Homeless House Project. It's all about me today.
Yeah.
We're going to come up with pictures. It's now 10:12.
We're going to take our break about 10:25.
Right. And
come
then
back
we'll
for our last 40 minutes or so. We'll go a little over 11. And then we'll come back to the last segment. Will be Irvin talking about his homeless project and his photo album. We're just letting you guys hang around and tease you with it. It's 10:12, 35 seconds in the AM, and Mr. DB has a story here.
Yeah, definitely have a story. Oh, we're not going? Yeah, okay. I guess we can go to the story.
Well, do that if you want.
Yes, it's 51 degrees outside, Macon, Georgia right now. It's getting a little bit warmer with a high of 74, lows 47. Just when you thought Sesame Street was getting more negative press,
we heard about Kevin Clash. Who's next?
Elmo, the lovable character who played Gordon.
Yeah,
I remember. I grew up with Gordon.
Yes, actually, he's the second Gordon.
Yes, because the character we grew up with the character Gordon.
Yeah, because the first Gordon was played by Holly Robinson's Pete's father, and he had a fro.
Yeah,
this Gordon, who's been there for the last 40 years,
the Montel Williams Gordon.
Yeah, Montel Williams,
or the singer of Hot Chocolate, bald head with the mustache.
Yeah,
you sexy thing.
Roscoe Orman has taken over the negative spotlight of Sesame Street. Roscoe Orman, who plays the role of Gordon, is accused of kicking his longtime partner of 40 years, Sharon, to the curb for a younger woman, according to the New York Post. Orman has been a Sesame Street cast member for over 30 years, and even though his role is no longer consistent, he still makes guest appearances on the show. The 68-year-old actor, who has four children with Sharon, has never legally married her, yet they lived together as man and wife for nearly 40 years. Sharon took Orman's last name and is reportedly named as his wife on all legal documents, such as real property, mortgages, tax fillings, and deeds. Now the 60-year-old Sharon Orman is claiming that the Sesame Street father figure got married last December to a much younger woman named Kimberly Lamarck. The miffed ex is also accusing Orman of breaking all ties with his children and not giving any financial support. Sharon also states that she is being evicted from their Montclair, New Jersey townhouse that she shared with Orman after he stopped paying the maintenance bill. She says that the home's utilities have been also shut off due to non-payment. She is staying with one of her children. Sharon is also devastated by Orman's actions towards her, told to New York Post, says, "I want people to know that he's been living a double life. That I gave up my career to raise the kids and never cheated on him. I am the one who made him a Sesame Street dad. This is what I get for 40 years. You can leave me now?" Wow. Now Sharon has hired a lawyer, Charles P. Cohen, to do her bidding for her, as he told the New York Post. For more than 39 years, Sharon served as a homemaker and mother, dedicating her life to Roscoe and their 4 children. She has no savings or financial security and has now been left homeless and financially destitute, as Mr. Orman has left her for a younger woman without providing any means of support. So it looks like Sesame Street is kind of looking like an unsavory part of town that no one wants to.
You know what? I don't know what the letter of the day is, but I know there's some shit going on Sesame Street.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Can you tell me how to get
to alimony?
That street's worse than our street in Harlem right now.
Where did you come from, man?
I don't even want to know the way to Sesame Street.
I believe in me.
By the way, this article was brought to you by the letters B and S.
That's right. I believe in miracles.
And the number
69.
That was better than what I could have.
Thanks, 69. You can't go wrong with 69, can you, Derek?
No, you
That's
can't.
our birth here, brother. I don't do the fist bump because I hate it, and I still won't do it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
There we go. 69, that's our year. Yeah, baby.
Wow.
We're on fire.
Well,
okay. Anyway, what do you got to say about that? Sesame Street's just got some stuff going on. Kevin Clash, going after a little boy, apparently. He was the voice of Elmo. Now, the old classic guys, we don't know anything about them. Frank Oz never got in trouble, right?
No.
Frank Oz, the man. Responsible for Yoda. Responsible for Miss Piggy.
sponsor for Bert of Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, I mean Frank Oz. You didn't have
Big Bird.
You didn't have no.
That's
That was
Carol
Carol's, and he just
Carol
died.
Spidey.
Didn't they just die not too long ago? The one who did Big Bird a few years ago, the original. Or no?
I think so.
No, maybe not.
I have to check.
Anyway, yeah, no, the old classic puppeteers. We didn't have any of that trouble. Not until they brought in that damn Elmo, who everybody hated. If you're our age, right, Irvin? You hated Elmo.
That's true.
I didn't
Yeah.
like Elmo.
I know.
Elmo started ruining
I
Sesame
thought
Street for
Elmo
me.
was
I didn't like it.
from the beginning. He was
I
kind
didn't
of
like
a
Yeah.
I knew it was a,
pedophile lore.
I knew it was a transition from my childhood. I had finally lost my childhood when Elmo came. Because I was from the Sesame Street era, which Sesame started our year,
We were
69.
born. Yeah.
And I was of the era of Bert and Ernie. Ernie was my favorite. I
Yes.
got my Ernie doll.
Call
still.
Ed.
Love it. Ed, come here, brother man.
Ed!
It's getting close to break time.
But
Yes.
anyway, go with it.
Yeah, I mean, they had, I remember those guys, even the lesser known Muppets like Guy
I
Smiley.
loved
and-
him. The reporter.
The reporter.
He used to do the reports with Kermit. He would interview Kermit, remember?
And Roosevelt Franklin.
Yeah, Roosevelt.
Which is kind of ironic.
The obvious black one. There
Yeah,
you
the
go.
obvious black because he was all purple color.
Well, not only that, he had two names that were famous black characters. Roosevelt Franklin.
Yes.
Franklin from the Peanuts.
Yeah,
You know, there's been a lot of Roosevelts. What was that one TV show, Roosevelt High?
yeah.
It was all with the black
downloaded
characters.
a video.
Roosevelt's a
Not to
black
mention-
name.
yeah.
Put it on your site.
Yeah, he was very black. We got a show going on here, guys. Derek
Plus-
and I are
plus-
doing it.
yeah.
It's all about
Send it
us.
to me.
Yeah.
Send me the
Plus,
link.
not to mention, the very famous
Send me the link.
televangelist. He's mostly known on the Chitlin circuit in cities.
He said
in
it, not
Macon.
me. Chitlin
Uh,
Circuit. He
Yeah,
said it.
yeah, televangelist Roosevelt Franklin. Good morning.
Yeah.
I am the Reverend Roosevelt Franklin. Welcome to the
Based on
prosperity
him also, yeah.
way of living.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how about that? Like, you got a Muppet named after a televangelist. How about that's
Watch. I got my little thing set up. When it's break time, Ed, tell me because I'm going to go to break time. I'm going to break down the wall.
It's kind of weird. It's when actually, I think my childhood ended with Sesame
fourth
Street.
cup of coffee.
Basically, when Mr. Hooper died on the show, and
Who?
Mr. Hooper of Mr. Hooper's store, because Big Bird, you say Mr. Looper. No, he says
Oh,
Hooper.
yeah. He was the
Hooper.
old man with the glasses.
Yeah, with the glasses. Yeah, Mr.
And then they
Hooper died.
replaced him with a Mexican guy, didn't they?
Yeah, Luis to
Luis.
Yeah.
Yes. Luis.
He was
Isn't
the
that
fixer.
funny?
The grocer. He was the
The
grocer.
grocer.
Yeah, he was the
The
grocer.
Mexicans took over even Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
and
funny.
then David was the fixer. He had a fixing shop. I always
Yeah.
thought there was like a Han Solo, Luke Skywalker thing going on. The love triangle
point.
between David and Luis versus trying
girl.
to get with Maria.
Maria.
Who was going to get with Maria?
And
And
it's
stuff.
still the original Maria, isn't it?
Mhm.
Isn't it? I
Yeah.
haven't seen Sesame Street in a long time. Max and Elizabeth used to watch it, but they don't even watch that anymore.
By the
But
way,
anyways.
welcome Blog TV Refugee. We're so glad you're here.
Yeah, and let's do
I
a
feel
shout
like
out
we're
real
in
quick.
Lebanon.
Johnny Curry, thank you. Graybeard Shaman, Rosalind Nicole, thank you. The Bean, Vorpal Bite, the Gamer Girl, Plastic Canvas, Eve, hey sweetie, thank you. City Bum Chatting, Cactus News Network, LWR Ventures, Pussy Whisperer, I love that one. Blog TV Refugee and Ellen Macon, thank you all. Diaz Photo Guy was on earlier. If I
Yep.
missed you, I'm sorry. We'll get back to you later. Oh,
Yeah.
Saibuki, wish you would come back. Saibuki,
Come back.
Oh, he said he's taking his kids.
Oh, okay.
On channel.
Where is he?
Taking his kids out. He's got a nice day there.
Oh, okay.
He's going to enjoy the day.
I don't blame you,
He's going to
Saibuki.
seize the day.
Good, Saibuki.
Seize the
Good
day.
man.
Yes.
It is
Yeah,
really
he's good
nice.
dad.
It's 51 degrees outside in Macon, Georgia. It's
If nothing
10:20 a.m. I guess is it time for a break, Ed? Or
Yeah, can we go
Yeah,
to
we're
break
taking
in?
a break.
Here's my break right here.
What's your break?
All right.
Oh, that was
Hey,
cool.
You're
Yeah.
you're so talented.
Hey, this show's flowing today. This is a complete turnaround of yesterday's disaster,
Well,
isn't
yeah, we
it?
gotta
Isn't
get
it?
right.
Definitely.
I
It is.
agree.
It's a
but we're
complete
still
turnaround.
number like 7 on the.
Oh, they don't know what they're doing.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a popularity
Who gives a
contest.
rat's
Who
ass?
cares? We're doing what we like to do, and we're doing it well today.
Who's that creepy guy up front?
Huh?
It's like a.
That guy must own the site.
All right,
that
we're
must
on
be
break.
Vaughn.
Jay Stevie.
We're on break.
Jay
We'll be
Stevie,
back.
I
This is
think
the
is-
Morning Roast here on VonLive.tv.
We'll be back after
Derek
this
Barrett,
message.
Make It Scary, Get On Binder, Urban Martinez, and Anthony Harris. We thank you for joining us.
It's always good.
We'll hope you stay with us.
Snatcher wasn't looking where he was running after police say he snatched a purse away from a 50-year-old woman. He smashed through the glass at a shopping mall in Perth, Australia, and was knocked flat on the ground.
Awesome.
God.
That's great. He thought he was getting through the door that was open. That's justice, boy. That is justice. Oh, he's all cut up, I bet.
Holy
The
crap.
shop owner
What
knew
happened to
came
him?
out after hearing the
Next
crash
video.
and is seen on surveillance video grabbing the suspect.
Dumbass.
Just listen to the sound.
It's all right. We'll explain it. Hey, that's the case where pictures speak 1,000
Even
words.
still, the man
You
was
don't
able
even
to
need
get
any
away in
audio.
the car with the help of an accomplice. Police say they're still searching for the two men.
He was stealing?
Yeah, that's what you're
What y'all know
He got
about
crickets. Sorry.
getting the Kung Fu Nunchuck Panda in the parking lot of the local food line? Get it, my man? He out here doing it. Yeah, that's right. I'm 58, 63 years old, out here on the side of my pickup truck in the food line, and I'll whoop a fool upside his head. I'm out here practicing, getting ready for Easter Sunday. Jesus gonna rise up. I'm gonna whoop the devil right out here in the parking lot. Pickup truck, radio playing, sunglasses, ain't no sun, it's cloudy, overcast, but I'm out here with my gloves and my nunchuck. One man, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, two nunchucks, up in the air like Mary Lou Retton, pow, behind the back. Bust your finger, that hurt. Yep, shake it off, homie, shake it off, yep, toe that finger up. Yeah, buddy, time to call it quits. Look like the devil won this round, folks. We'll have to get back in the car, get me a Band-Aid, shake it off, shake it off.
Hey, Joe. Hey, how you doing? My name's Andre with Channel 10. And we thought that was it when we went to get John McDonough's side of a feud with his neighbor. But as we were leaving, the upset neighbor came at us.
I am not going to take your bull on my property right now.
We only had to endure this for a few minutes, but the Army veteran who lives next door says he's been dealing with this for months.
We're under constant barrage of hate.
Since last October, Drew Carver and his wife Nicole says McDonough has done nothing but harass his family, taking photos of his young children as they play outside.
We've had a security system installed in our home, not because of the neighborhood that we live in, but because of the neighbor we live next to.
McDonough put up signs on and around his front yard that appear to slam Drew Carver's work in the military, a special ops Army trainer at MacDill.
It's very difficult for me to be told by a neighbor that people like me have problems assimilating back into society. Other things that people like us, our kind, should be living on base, and we're not welcome out in a neighborhood like this.
The Carvers say McDonough also threatened him with words on a yard sign, using the name of Army sniper Chris Kyle, who was murdered by a former member of the military earlier this year.
He removed Chris Kyle's name from the sign, and he said to my husband, your name will be on there next.
I tried to ask him about the signs, but McDonough didn't want to talk to us.
There is no offensive sign. What offensive sign? I have a right. I am a U.S. citizen.
The Carvers have now hired an attorney to file a restraining order against McDonough.
We certainly would like to live our life in peace and put
Wait, get the jerk-away spray.
Drew Carver travels with the military a lot, but he's afraid to do that because he's afraid of what might happen to his wife and family that live right next door. He hopes that the injunction he recently filed will force his neighbor to finally back off.
Really? I should have been your buddy walking out of the store. No. Are we back, Ed, man? Okay. Well, guess
No,
what?
this looks good.
We got one more cool video. Watch it.
Okay. Because we got about 40 minutes left. Oh, there it is. Man.
Oh yeah, the Chinese bus driver.
What, did you go to a pole?
I think something fell while he was driving it.
Oh, on top. Came from the top.
What the hell?
Oh,
shit.
wow. Talk about the luck of it not hitting anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't hit anybody. Man.
My God.
Huh?
1,
I mean, that's luck.
2, 3.
And I'm glad that's not us.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not us.
Crash it back.
We're into the home stretch of the morning roast. It's 10:26 a.m.
This has
Eastern
been a
Standard Daylight.
fantastic edition. I'm already grading this one about an 8.7.
How about that?
8.9. And it's not
Really?
over yet.
I agree.
It's not over yet. This
It's
might
not
go
over
up to a 9.5.
The fact that we even agree is funny.
Well,
Yes.
because it's been great. We've had a lot of eloquent stuff said by Irvin today. Irvin's been on fire. His video was good for what he did off the cuff. Derek's been on fire with his awesome rock rendition of whatever the hell he did earlier. Now, Ed's not on fire.
Oh.
But, no.
But he has been smoking.
No, Ed is on fire. Yeah, Ed is
I'm
on fire.
smoking too.
Ed is on
by
fire.
the way,
But I'm on fire in a way that's
Why
not
don't you
nice. This
wait
itches. Fire. No. Anyway.
In the line of fire. I'm thinking Johnny Cash.
It's not in the line of
been
fire.
walking through the everlasting fire. How's it
Ring
go?
of fire. Ring of
Ring
fire.
of-
Not line, not everlasting.
And the
I don't hear
bird,
Johnny
bird,
Cash use the word
bird.
everlasting. That's
The
not
ring
that's
of
not
fire.
Johnny Cash.
The ring of fire.
Everlasting ring of fire. Everlasting fire. That's not
You
a
know he
Johnny
was a
Cash.
drug addict when he was young?
Of course. We know Johnny had
Wow. Well, so was I.
But Johnny's got one of the best photos
I
of all
think the
time.
addiction that I have was
Well, you
more
saw
memorable.
big
Yeah, Johnny's got one of the best iconic photos of all time, which the hummingbird has hanging in there.
Yeah.
Is him shooting the bird. That's an awesome shot, man.
That is.
That's an
And,
awesome
and,
shot.
he looks like he means it.
It's an awesome shot.
Well, yeah, you
it completely epitomizes Johnny Cash.
Hey, Ed, where'd he go?
Who cares? We're talking about Johnny Cash. We're talking about JC, not Irvin's JC, but Johnny Cash.
But I thought this was all about me.
No, your JC's later with the Daily Bread.
Oh.
We're talking about Johnny Cash.
The original Man in Black.
The original. Johnny Cash. That picture of him with the bird is
Here
awesome.
come the Man in Black.
That is actually the best.
Galaxy Defenders.
To me, yeah.
That's
Here
good.
That is
comes the
good.
Man.
Got it.
That's
Come on,
good.
Will. Come on, Will.
good.
Let's get jiggy with it. And bounce with me now. Bounce
Oh,
with me.
Johnny, go to bed.
Bounce with me, bounce with me. That's
You notice
good,
when
Derek.
she died, he died like right away.
Oh, he was crushed because
Yeah.
they had that connection. They had
Yeah,
that
not
connection.
only that, I'm sure
I
he
mean-
couldn't get up and get his own food.
That might be it too. But the legend,
very-
the legend
a big
is better.
servant.
The legend is better that they had such a love-hate
Right,
relationship
let me
that
tell
she
you.
stuck with that man through thick and thin.
Through thick and
because
thin.
that guy was a troublemaker. He was, but he was awesome. He is awesome.
And she was beautiful.
Johnny Cash. But that is one of the most iconic photos, and that's the best piece of interior design in the Hummingbird. Is that placement of that Johnny
Well,
Cash
I
picture.
actually happen to like the
That's
John Lennon post.
No, I think the Johnny Cash one is better. I like John Lennon, but the Johnny Cash one epitomizes that place. And I love that picture. It's the best thing about
Because
that place.
you mean the hummingbird symbolizes
Hey, Ed,
rebellion?
I dropped the
or what?
video.
Yeah, in a
See
way,
if
it
you
does.
can use
The hummingbird, Derek, I'm going to say something good about the hummingbird here. I never had a
I sent
problem
it
with the
to
hummingbird
your
as much as
message
Irvin
board.
has.
On Facebook.
Guys, can we talk about this show?
Huh?
I know you're going to disagree, and that's why I want you a part of this. Because
Okay.
I want the debate between us.
Here we go.
I think the hummingbird has got a great sort of atmosphere.
It does.
At times, the crowd is not that great.
Right.
But the atmosphere.
Yeah,
is
you
good.
got a lot of rednecks going there.
But you don't really care for it as much.
I really do. I actually miss the hummingbird.
But you just don't like the owners.
I don't like the
Alright,
fact
you
that every
send
time
me
I go there, I'm given a hard time.
Irv, you didn't send me anything.
But anyway,
It's
that
the link
picture,
is on
the
there.
Hummingbird is a bar here. It's called the Hummingbird Tap
The
Room.
link is on there. Look.
It is a bar downtown, and sometimes the crowd there is not great, but they have a great photo above the bar. It's the Johnny Cash
put it
photo,
on here?
black and white photo of him backstage shooting the
yeah,
bird.
that's when you had
It's
it.
a great shot.
That was one from
It
before.
graces their wall.
No,
behind
no,
the
no. This is a
There, the Hummingbird got a little bit of free publicity from us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it.
But anyway, here
Want
we
me to
go.
put it again?
Send it again.
You guys are just having your own show over there. The
That's
tech-
all right. It's all about me.
That's right. The technical show of Irvin
Try it now.
and Ed.
Wow.
And Derek Barrett and I got the 69.
I got the
show.
video
Yes,
where I'm like
Sesame Street.
screaming at people.
It's all about Ed, Irvin.
No,
Tomorrow it's going to be all about
last
Derek.
one I got from you was a
Okay.
half.
I gotta find
So we got to
some
bring in,
Right now,
we got in 3
Right.
Mexican Spanish ladies. It's all about Derek tomorrow.
if
If it's all about Derek,
How's
let's just
that?
know if it's all about
I put
Derek,
it on your.
Irvin.
Yeah.
If it's all about Derek tomorrow, it's his day tomorrow.
Yeah.
We don't need to be here. We need to have 2 fine women in our seats.
That's true.
It's all about
dressed up
Derek.
like the Senador.
No, they don't be dressed up like anything.
Hey,
They can be
see
dressed
if it's
down.
on there now.
Limited clothing, not dressed up for anything. Limited clothing.
The
maybe.
messages?
Trying to work with you now.
Okay, thank you.
What the hell are you trying to show? Can we just say what he's going to say?
Yeah,
What
just
video?
say it,
Just
man.
say it, man. I mean, what? How many videos?
It's
are
not
you
that I
trying
want to
show?
say anything. I got a video.
Well, you showed this one
Every
yesterday.
video is being shown but mine.
Shit, you've had already 3 shown. What are you talking about, Irvin?
Whatever.
He showed your long one and your short one.
Yeah. Now that's funny.
That is. The innuendos continue.
That was completely off the cuff.
The show started with innuendos, and the show continues with innuendos.
Ed, how can it not be on there? I put it on your site 3 times.
I like how Irvin accuses everybody else of making it about them, but deep down, Irvin is one of the
This
most
is about me
self-centered
today.
motherfuckers ever. And he'll admit it. You'll admit it.
Why not?
Urban, a lot of time will come to me and go.
I'm a politician.
A lot of time, Urban will come out to me outside the show and go, "Hey, B, we're famous." He'll say that to me sometimes. I say, "No, we're not."
Hey, Ed,
I don't do
can you
this
do
shit
it
for
for
the
me?
accolades.
All right, I can't get it.
Do this for right. Cause doing something right.
I got a headache.
Anyway, I look over here and Derek's looking at some woman's chest in this story.
You know what, Derek?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
college
to
student return.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do for next year's birthday?
What?
I'm gonna pay for a nice whore.
Oh wow!
So that and she'll be
You
clean.
may have to get her from out of town because I've seen you.
I know.
And he said, "Sure as hell don't
They're
get none
pretty
off of
skanky,
Houston
yeah.
Avenue. Don't get them out of
Go
Houston."
to Facebook, man. Where's the? Put the link.
I
on
mean,
there.
if I
Copy
got
the
clearer
link and put
skin
it
than
in
they
there.
do, I mean,
Okay,
that's I don't know. I don't know about that.
Derek says if he has to fight walkers and zombies out
I
there
did
in order
already,
to get
but-
those girls, he don't want them.
No,
There
that's
it is.
okay.
No, he doesn't.
I may have to go to Costa Rica or the
Rio.
Philippines or
Ah,
Rio.
yeah.
Rio, but be careful. Rio has a
Ukraine.
big sexually transmitted disease population.
Mm-hmm.
So does Brazil, and so does those other.
Maybe go to the Ukraine or something like that.
Maybe stop. Go just order one of those out of the catalog.
Yeah. Well, here's one story. A college student returns a wallet with $1,000 found at Pennsylvania Mall.
There you go.
Was she playing Monopoly?
I don't know.
Did they give her a wallet?
A fitness instructor who lost her wallet filled with $1,000 at a Philadelphia mall last month received a nice surprise when a young woman returned it with all the money still inside.
That was awesome.
She didn't take $5 to go and see her.
No.
Shit. Ed and Urban would have taken that shit. Guaranteed.
Ireland native.
Who knows what I would have done?
Ireland native Angela Mohan was visiting the King of Prussia Mall to purchase
All right, we showed this one.
a new kettle.
Did I?
Yeah.
But when she returned home, she quickly
showed again?
realized the wallet and the
show it
$1,000
again?
her sister wired her to pay off bills were missing. Since
I'm
I
yelling at them.
jumped in my car and drove back to the mall, Mohan told Philly.com, but it was all long gone. The lost money was the only thing keeping her on the edge. I said, okay, I'm down $1,000, but my credit cards, my license, my life is in that wallet. Fortunately,
Jiminy Crickets!
Green
clovers, blue diamonds!
Fortunately, a good Samaritan was also in that mall that particular Friday.
Say it loud and clear. This woman deserves some accolades, and she
Yes.
deserves a shout out.
Miss Angelise Alba was
Alba, not Jessica Alba.
Yes, was celebrating her 20th birthday with her mother at the mall's Cheesecake Factory store.
I've been there before.
While returning home, Alba noticed the wallet in the mall's parking lot. After searching for a contact, Alba found the money. I thought, wow, that's a lot of money. Somebody must be freaking out by now, she said. Once she found Mohan's license, she sent her a message through Facebook and left a phone
Very
message.
good.
Very nice.
Alba then gave...
Good Samaritan.
Hold on, Derek's not
She
done.
gave-
You see that? There are still some
Yeah, but we're
good
going to
people
give
out
this girl
here.
her story completely through. We're not going to
Miss
stop.
Alba then gave the wallet to her mother and
Yes.
returned her dorm at Westchester University. Mohan heard Alba's messages on her phone and rushed to Alba's residence the next morning, where Alba's mother was waiting with the wallet.
Yes.
Everything was in the wallet, Mohan said. I gave her a big hug. Then she took $100 from the wallet and insisted Wanda Alba give it to her daughter.
Yeah.
And since there wasn't a moment's thought about keeping it, Wanda Alba said, her concentration was, I need to find this lady and give her back her money.
Wow.
Mohan continued heaping praise for Alba for returning the money, and she sent a letter to the president of Westchester University to say that this kid is amazing. And Alba will be in for another treat when she travels to Ireland this summer for a study abroad program. Wow.
No, do the last part.
Very
Mohan's-
Give it all up. Give it all
Mohan's
up.
sister will be meeting Alba, with Mohan saying that we're going to give her any help we can.
That's awesome. See, we do good stories on here.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
do.
do.
the
Why don't you
positive.
give them the website to go and see them? www./. I remember when you were doing that.
Oh,
And
Oh
it was
yeah,
like,
way
don't
back.
do that.
Yeah, we're like that. We're like that, Derek. You don't want to go through like every character.
Yeah.
It's like the HTTP://
A story written by John Schmuck.
DXFW large J P8RP percentage sign. Comma,
I'll cut-
semicolon,
I'll cut-
.com,
/
kindness,
Semicolon, colon.
# good Samaritan, .. colon, exclamation.
I'll cut to the
question
chase.
mark.
I'll just put the link
Just
on
fucking
the,
tell
on the
them where
chat
to go,
room right
okay?
there.
Thank you.
There you go.
I love it.
I put it right there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But www.
Yeah, that city didn't give me a headache today.
But it's been a great show.
It's been a great
Ever
show.
since you rebooted
Everything
it,
gives you a headache.
You rebooted it, and this show's been on fire.
No, I changed some
Just
settings
looking at
to it.
Anthony
Good.
gives
What
you
I
a
tell you
headache.
about settings and formats? That's what we were talking about yesterday.
You did a good job today,
You
Ed.
did. It's not over yet.
I love the.
We got 30 minutes.
Go over to the fat lady.
That's right. That's right. It could
well,
crash right
On
now.
the short guy.
You ready for your video?
Yes,
I'm ready
let's
for
show
my
another one of-
video, and
it's-
then we're gonna go through my photo album.
you think
it's all about me
right?
today?
You think Lowell Register has the
What photo
copyright?
album now?
He's got it. Shh, hold on. He's got
What
it.
did
No,
you
not
photo
for you.
album?
Not for you. For you. He's something he's got in his hand. It's all right, Ed. Lowell Register thinks he has the only Me TV in town.
Yeah.
No.
He's an idiot.
Today, this is Me TV. Me as an urban. Right?
It is.
Lowell Register, you
It's
don't have the
all about me today.
Wait, I just thought of something. Go back.
What?
Wasn't LWR Ventures? I think Lowell Register is one of our chatters today. What's his middle name? Wilson?
Yes.
Lowell Wilson Register Ventures. Lowell Register's watching our show, guys. I don't know.
you think?
Conspiracy. I don't know. I'm just messing
I know
with
he won't be looking at you from across. the room.
LWR. Let's find out what Lowell Register's middle name is. Walter? Wilson? Wimbasket? Whippersnapper?
Let's look at his profile.
Huh?
Wendell.
Willikins? Wing Dang Dinger? Lowell Wing Dang Dinger Register?
That would be.
Woo! Alright, let's go with the story. Let's go. It's about you. Let's go with the video.
Former state Senate candidate Irving Martinez announced today that he's running for Bibb County Commissioner. He tells us Macon needs change, and he believes he's the man to get the job done.
Get it.
Martinez also says Bibb County is in need of positive leadership.
These crooked politicians, as well as these crooked city officials, judges, lawyers. We got lawyers sitting on their hands doing nothing about these kids in jail. We got so many problems here in Macon. We made national news. What a disgrace. And I want to make sure that there's somebody speaking up finally, not afraid at all, to make sure that people get called to the carpet, to pull up and make sure that we are safe. I feel in danger in this shit.
Do you notice the sexual
Strong words there. Now, if he qualifies, he'll be on the ballot in 2020.
I'm serious. Did you notice the sexual innuendo in that? Irvin says, pull up the carpet.
Third.
Something about stick it in or long or something. Right? Play that again, Ed. Play it again.
He was ahead of you.
I decided to run
No, this one's too damn long.
because of what I
This is too long. I'm about to go outside and change the oil in my car or something. This shit goes on for like 8 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
Let
3
there be no
minutes.
mistake.
This one that
I do not blame anyone in particular.
This one that you're
But as
I like the
a
way I
whole,
look here.
leadership is failing
It's
miserably
7 minutes, right?
to underestimate its
I
impact
can't listen to it again.
on city life is blind to what the facts really are.
It's all about me.
Today it is.
Care
You
is
can't
not the
spill
Tomorrow
same.
it's all about
You
him.
can't spell Martinez without M-E.
Our
That's
streets
right.
are filled with crime. Our children
love it.
are in failing schools. And drugs seem to be
I love it.
everywhere.
That's going to be one of your
Our mayor
signs.
Oh,
is much
man.
more concerned with cherry blossoms than he is to attending his police force, which is now being exposed for its incompetence
We done?
and abuse of power.
Goodbye, y'all. Have a good day.
City council has done nothing about the
I like
present
the way I say nothing.
other than to be more concerned.
Tonight you're going to be on
about
fire at the city council meeting. I have to sign up. I got something to say.
the hypocrisy that reigns, which has possibly caused many lives to be lost, is evident. When Sammy Davis Jr.'s case, let's take that one for 1 moment. He should have been tased.
Take it for one moment. We've been
City council should have voted for monies to be set aside so that the police would have had that equipment. But instead, they chose differently. Judge Sims gets struck twice and gets escorted home.
Yeah, damn asshole.
Police are now handcuffing 8-year-olds to scare them into submission. Police steps,
So we got 25 minutes left
abuse,
of the show.
sexual, fights and brawling in Waffle Houses. It's ridiculous.
Preach it, brother. Preach
Mental
it.
health is also
Preach
an
it.
issue that needs to be addressed.
still have
That's
Daily
jail
Bread to do.
at the young
This is why I wanted to show this.
Well, you showed it yesterday.
mentally ill men and women. They are distributing medicine, but only to sell them to each other for chips and cake. Drug abuse is going on right under their nose.
Ed, how much time left?
Incompetent police, incompetent corrections,
Ed.
incompetence. It seems like it's everywhere. What can be done since Commissioner I will have limited authority? My friends, let me be clear. I will not allow for abuse of power from within or even outside of anyone to corrupt our system of justice, commerce, business, and the like. I will expose everywhere and anywhere it goes and bring justice to Maine. The process has to be respected. No hypocrisy, no backbiting, no dissension, no politics, no mind games, none.
You're back.
I guess we're back.
We're back.
It's 10:42 a.m. in Macon, Georgia. It's 51 degrees outside Macon, Georgia, with a high of 74 and a low of 47. You're watching the Morning Roast. We're down to the home stretch. Now to the 2-minute.
Last half an hour.
Yeah, last half hour. Right now.
We figured we're going to go a little extra because we started late.
Well, no, we started pretty much near time, like 4 after, but then we had that choppiness.
Yeah, we have the choppiness
We didn't
going.
lose any time.
No, and the choppiness was okay. Ed got it figured out. He fixed it, and it's never been better.
And he's been doing some special effects for us this morning.
The mouth.
Which I think is
Straight from the
a
horse's
good thing.
mouth. Hey, there you go. A new segment.
Uh-huh.
Straight from the
And then every time we do that segment, you put up the teeth.
Straight from the donkey's mouth.
All right, what are we doing?
It's about the
Next segment is
The
what?
liberals.
The Democrats.
Next segment is what? Pictures?
Whatever.
Give him a taste.
No, no. Go get your album. Go get your photo album.
I'll go get the album.
You've been
You
waiting
guys
for
hold
it,
down.
people. You asked about. Listen, you'll get the story. We did this yesterday, Ed, while you stayed at home. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, Urban went and did his little homeless project thing.
Did you video anything?
Yes, but
So where's the
he's
video?
got to put it together. He's going to edit it together in a couple of
Why
days.
didn't you send me the... Oh, you don't...
He wants to edit it together. It's just
I
footage.
told him to see if he could send something.
Like,
you don't have it ready yet?
No, he just got it yesterday.
Just got it
No,
yesterday.
you just got it yesterday. You don't have it ready yet?
Dude, my camera eats up batteries.
You guys are arguing on the
like it's
show.
lunch.
Go for it. I like it.
By
Good
the way,
show.
this is a book on recovery.
Well, sit down though. Let them see it. Hold it up for them. Yeah, we don't need to do all that shit.
Okay.
It's all about me. Meaning
It's
Urban.
all about me, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I want.
That's right. Won't. I like how he
Okay,
says
this
won't
is a
do
great
what I won't.
recovery book for those who want to
Pull
recover.
it back a little bit. Early.
And that was in your house. Tell him.
One
Tell him.
step.
That was in my house,
His old house. His squatting.
and it's all about
Irving.
what?
No, it's all about Irving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all about
Why?
recovery,
Why?
relationship with God. This book means the world to me.
Jesus, show's
And it was given to me as opposed to me having to buy it. But anyway, that's part of my old days.
All right. So let's do a little preface here, Irvin. Let's tell the let's wait for the video. Will tell the story. Let's just wait for the video.
Right.
But you just tell them what you got and show them a little bit.
All right,
Not
can
all
you
of
see
it, Irvin. We still got Daily Bread.
I know.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Oh hell, that looks crazy.
Okay.
Triple
Here's
chin
me
Irvin.
with my buckwheat shirt and the shorts that I had on there.
Yeah, and we can't go through every picture.
You
Let's
gotta
go
scan
straight through.
I'm only going to do the ones that are funny.
They can't see him, so don't even,
I just want to make a joke here. Please,
Right.
Oh, fine,
don't
go
stop
ahead.
me. It's all about me.
Yeah.
It's all about you.
Okay, here I am in the Caribbean Parade in Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
I'm selling food.
Yes.
And the shorts that I had on, I found out like 5 years later that I was wearing underwear. They were not shorts, actually.
Give me see that.
He'll hold it while you talk.
No, I'm gonna.
Now you
And
got.
I'll give you the.
Turn to the picture of Irvin's wife. Let's see the picture of the woman that married Irvin Martinez.
Yeah, go down, Ed.
Ed, flip through pages. Find Irvin's wife. Everybody wants to see Irvin's wife.
Good. Here.
You'll notice, huh?
Yeah, find Irvin's wife. There, look at
I've seen
Irvin.
the picture.
Show the picture of Irvin when he was like 200 pounds. How heavy were you, Irvin, at one time?
I was about
200?
no 160.
Oh, okay. Well, for his size, that's
Remember,
that's
I'm
big.
short.
Yeah.
Actually, Yeah, there's a lot to look through here.
Yeah, just go show them the big picture of your wife. That full-page one you showed me yesterday. Urban is gonna, Derek is gonna, with the help of Derek Barrett, he's gonna put together a little collage, a little montage, video montage of Urban's little experience going in there, which we went and filmed yesterday.
Yeah, how about that one?
You had that really big one. You had that really big one of her, Urban.
Oh, the really
big one. Then hold it up, and the camera will pick that one out.
Can you pull it out of there?
He's
even trying to hold a fucking book. Huh?
The thing that weighs like as much as the damn War and Peace.
As much as Urban.
Can't find it. Here it is, Ed.
Weighs as much as the Ten Commandment tablets. Go show that. This is Urban's wife, guys. How many years were you married, Urban?
8 years.
And when did you?
That's your wife?
That was his wife.
That was my wife.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you something, because we started the show with sexual innuendos. I'm gonna go straight to the punch and not make it an innuendo. Did you guys have a sex life?
Did we what?
Have a sex life?
Yeah.
You did? Even though you were positive and she knew all that, right?
Yeah, but I wore condoms.
Well, right. But what was her, and she knew all that, right?
She loved me.
She knew you were positive.
She knew I was positive.
Did y'all do a lot of visiting to doctors to get like the story about it all? You know what I mean?
Yeah, somewhat.
Because I would think you'd have to do that, right? If you're in a relationship and one of you's positive, it's good to go get a doctor to completely talk you through.
Well,
she's pretty.
She is.
Which is surprising.
Does she wear glasses?
Yeah, exactly. Good point, Ed.
Rosalind says she's beautiful.
Yeah, Rosalind says she's a keeper, except I couldn't keep her.
Yeah, he couldn't keep her.
They say it's cheaper to keep her.
Oh, go back to the pictures of you later on when you were really heavy, Urban. They were not going to believe how big you are.
Yeah, we'll show them one.
Yeah. But yeah, Urban's wife was a keeper, wasn't she? And that's why I'm just interested in that stuff.
See, that's the reason why I wanted to get this book.
Right.
Because everybody thinks they know me. They don't know me for shit.
Right.
Not in this town.
I know you.
See,
for shit. I know him for shit.
Look at how fat I was, folks.
Wow. Wow.
Where are you in this picture?
Down.
Believe it or not, it's the one you don't think is him. That's how different he looked.
Oh, that's wrong. I put it on the wrong screen.
It is 10:48, 58 seconds in the AM. This is Tuesday's edition of the Morning Roast.
Look at how fat I was, folks.
Get the glare.
Yeah. Quit giving us Judge Sims goggles. Every time you pull the thing down, it's all blurry.
Look at that.
Look at Irvin, guys.
Ooh. Okay.
I was a big brute.
That is Irvin. Look at that. With hair also.
Hair.
With hair.
And look at the
that
size
kind
of
of freaked
Irvin's
me
belly.
out. I was
Look
like,
at
hey,
Irvin's
that's
belly
an
right
imposter.
there.
Thank you.
Look at Irvin on the right of your screen there, leaning over to his wife.
Rosalind Cole says, "No way! Like that can't be Irvin."
That's Irvin.
That was
what
me.
year, Irvin?
2001.
Wow. Wasn't even in the 1990s. Wow.
Wow. About 12 years ago.
Because 77 says she was a hottie.
Yes, it is.
Gamer girl. She's beautiful. Gamer girl says, "Do you guys speak today, Irv?" She's wondering if you speak to your ex-wife still. Gamer girl asked, "Do you speak?"
We don't speak at all. She's married. She remarried.
Yeah.
The third time.
Yeah.
I was married to her. That was her second marriage. It was my first. Then she found a guy right away. My wife is a needy person. She needs to have sex every day, 5 times a day.
You're tomorrow. No,
she
Derek's
needs.
tomorrow.
Yeah, here I am, a 50-year-old man, 49, whatever.
And you're Thursday. It's about you.
And she wants to have sex 5 times a day. I can't do that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm controlling this. I want
Too much.
Jeez.
You're just turning the camera. That's right.
It's like, go finger yourself.
That would be great, Ed. The day we do your show,
It got
the
to that
camera's on
point.
you the whole time and we're talking.
Every
That'd
day
be
she
funny.
wants to have sex. Every day. It's about me too.
What was wrong with that? Your wife
Every
wanted to
day,
have sex.
5 times a day.
What's wrong with that? That's a keeper.
What the hell? I breathe
I was
every day. Shoot.
I was going
Look at Ed.
through.
There's Ed, y'all. That's a young
There's
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah, with some hair.
Look at
Nice
Ed.
man.
Ed looking handsome.
I had hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I got hair in places I
Hey,
don't want.
Rosalind, gamer girl, Eve, Bean. Was Ed a keeper? Show Ed's picture again.
Hey, show that
Ed's
picture
picture. You girls tell
How
us.
the hell did he go from such a
Three
good
bears.
looking,
You girls.
looking kind of guy to something where now he's got his foot in his mouth?
You girls, you guys judge Ed and Vorpalbot. You can judge him also. Was Ed a hottie? Look at this. There you go.
Look at that.
Look at Ed. How old were you, Ed?
19.
Wow.
Wow.
19.
Good looking guy.
And now, Ed, you're 53, right?
Yeah.
54. Now. Look at that. It's all about Ed right
Yeah.
now. The show
I
show has become a
share
train
my
wreck.
stuff with Ed.
But look, the show's become a plane wreck. We said the show was perfect unless we ruined the last 10 minutes, and we just ruined the last 10 minutes.
Wow, with Ed's nice
yeah, with
picture.
Ed's picture. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, Ed,
It's all about Ed.
that was a nice picture. The only one you have that shows a
Roslyn said he really let himself go. Ah, man. Bean says, damn, you look good, Irvin. No, that was Ed Bean. That last one was not Irvin. That last one was Ed.
Well, that was Ed Bean.
Yeah. Gamer Girl says, go figure yourself.
Yes, he's a keeper. Except you'd want to keep him now, I doubt it.
Look, all the women are just, only the women are talking. All the guys got the hell out of here.
Well, dang, I need to send my picture to see what you guys
Your day's tomorrow.
Your baby picture.
Your day's tomorrow. Tomorrow it's about me. It's Derek. Thursday's you, Ed. Friday's me. Can I have Flip It Friday?
Perfect.
Can I have Flip It
Yeah,
Friday?
why not?
All right, because you
Okay.
guys will flip it when it's about me. You guys
And
will
I
just
have
make it
what?
about you.
I have,
You're back on Monday.
I know, but what I'm saying
On
is, what is
Friday.
today?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week we'll start again. Unless we have a guest.
Perfect.
Unless we have a guest.
Yes.
And then the guest, it'll be about them.
Hopefully I'll be able to get
We
in
might
touch
have
with
Newt Collier
Cliff
come on the
Chandler.
show next week. And Newt Collier.
Mm-hmm.
Board man for Sam and Dave.
Yes.
Maybe
Wow.
next week.
And we are
Wordsmith.
back.
Yes. Wordsmith.
Yes, we got Wordsmith.
Yeah, we never went anywhere.
We never went anywhere. Well, thank you for Gamer Girl. Excuse me. Who gave me the page number? I think it was Three Bears.
No, it was 235, 6.
235.
235.
And I think Gamer Girls, Three Bears sent the page number, and Rosa Nicole sent the entry number. So
All right.
page 235.
Yes.
And entry number 3.
Three amigos.
Okay.
3 stooges.
2, 3. All right.
Cool.
I guess today's word is font.
Font.
F-O-N-T.
There you go.
Yes. English.
Font you.
Yeah. Font you.
English.
Go font yourself.
I got a
English.
funny story about this.
All right. Go
English
font.
has 2 words, font. The older basin for baptismal water, Old English, comes from F-O-N-T.
Back to religion.
The stem for font. Fons, F-O-N-S, font, spring, fountain.
Hey.
Pick up the voice there.
From which English
Oh, font.
also gets fountain. It may well have been introduced into the language via Old Irish fant, F-A-N-T or F-O-N-T. It was often spelled F-A-N-T, fant, in Old English. Font, or set of type, or fount, as it is often spelled, was borrowed from the French fonte, F-O-N-T-E, a derivative of fondre, melt, whence also English fondant, fondue, and foundry.
Fondue is good. Y'all ever had fondue? The food?
Yeah, I did, but
Fondue's good. Thank you, Derek, for font.
Thank you, Derek.
Go
Thank
font
you.
yourself.
Very interesting.
I got a question real quick. Pussy Whisperer, you haven't spoken in a while. All the girls are speaking. Pussy Whisperer.
Because she's whispering. That's
No,
why.
Pussy Whisperer, say something. Chat, say something. I want to see if you're somebody. I think you are.
She's a whisperer, not a talker.
Yeah. Pussy Whisperer. I think I know who Pussy Whisperer is. Why I want to see if they talk. Pussy Whisperer, write something. Because when did Pussy Whisperer show up?
Eric?
Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Whose computer was hooked up yesterday for the first time in months?
I have no clue.
Heather's and mine. I think I know who Pussy Whisperer is. Yes. But she's at work now. So what she is at is she left herself logged on. If she doesn't answer me, she's at work, but she left herself logged on the show, right? I think Pussy Whisperer is my wife. Baby, I love you. I love that Pussy Whisperer. I think it's her. Has she replied, Ed? Ed, has she replied? No.
No.
You know why? She's at work right now. But she left the computer on at home.
You think so?
Yes. My wife, I think, is Pussy Whisperer, and I love that name. She came up with a good one.
Well, find out if in fact it is.
She won't answer me, but you know, she did start coming on the show yesterday because before we only had her iPhone and we can't get on the show through the iPhone. She could never watch the show. Yesterday, the computer was hooked up for the first time at home, our old personal computer. And She told me yesterday she watched the show for the first time. That's why she said it looked bad with our heads too low. There was too much wall.
Oh,
show.
that's right.
She
You
said the
mentioned
cutoff was bad.
So that's the first thing she said.
She said it didn't look. She said you guys were pretty good. Which was yesterday we thought was a horrible show, but she thought it was okay.
I think Ed's got it right today.
But yeah, that's the way it should look. Perfect. But anyway, I think Pussy Whisperer showed up yesterday. I think Pussy Whisperer is my wife, Heather. I love that name, and I'm going to talk to that pussy later on, baby.
That is funny. Okay.
I'm going to make it scream. It's going to stop whispering later.
Good night, LWR Ventures.
That's Lowell Register. Gotta go. Okay, gotta go, everyone. Bye, Mr. Register. Get rid of those two knuckleheads you got on in the morning.
Yeah, those two racist pigs.
Yeah, bye, Lowell Wilson Register. Lowell Wilfred Register. Lowell Waldorf Register. You take care. See you in the morning. All right. We're trying to guess who our champion is.
Oh, wow.
Derek's loving it. Derek's loving it.
Yes.
I love Derek.
I think it's time for
nothing.
Our Daily Bread.
Got the music, Ed?
Yeah, you got the music.
Daily Bread time, Ed.
What are we doing?
Your music. We need your
music for daily.
Oh.
See?
I'm all confused.
We want your music while you do it. Your
Oh, that thing?
Come on, Ed. Just like when we do Cop Reports, we play the People's Court theme like DC. When he does Daily Bread, we need the monks going, oh,
why don't you put it up?
We are having technical.
Oh, no, because they never saved the link. Somebody sent it.
Okay, really quick. Get to YouTube.
Dean sent me the link, and I just played it.
All right. Derek,
you know what we
YouTube,
gotta do? We're gonna
quick.
have a meeting.
No, YouTube.
And we're gonna tick down about our expectations for the show.
Right. Because we need music
one thing that
at
we
certain
need
spots.
to do
Yes.
is to pull up. How's that?
Just keep talking, Irvin. Preach it while Derek.
Advance warning.
No, we do. You're right. Derek, we thought we should have given you warning, Ed. We will next time.
We will.
But to pull while you ran on about this, we'll have a little meeting. Let Derek pull on YouTube, pull up some like holy music to accompany your daily bread.
Thank you.
Okay. Huh? Yeah. So
yeah,
let's talk.
There's got to be forward thinking here.
Right. We have to forward think sometimes. We do. We talked about
what's coming up next. Let me have some sound effects. Let me have a video.
It's good to always
Let
try
me
to
have some music.
Try to think ahead, and then it adds nice little effects like Godzilla noises and stuff.
It keeps you busy.
Yes.
And it keeps us looking good.
Yeah, because it's all about me today. Actually, it's all about Martinez.
It's all about me today, so I'll just
ME.
sound off like that.
Right. Well, while
all right, what do we got?
Daily Bread, go. I think Mr.
And the
GB
next
is
segment
ready.
is the Daily Bread.
Give it about a 10, 15. No, give it a 10, 15 second start, and we're ready to go. Go. Can you do the music but take down the rest?
I don't hear shit.
Oh, he can. Go.
You got to turn the volume
Yes.
down
on the show. Volume down on the show. YouTube volume up.
It's down in the bottom,
Yes.
to the left on the screen.
Yeah, I got
on
it.
The show.
All right. Go, Irving.
There we go.
Pope
The Daily
Irving.
Bread. By the way, Miriam Powers thought that was brilliant of you putting up that picture while I was reading
She
Daily
loved
Bread.
it.
Pope Irving the last.
The last, exactly. Because after this one, they're not having any kind of smoke coming out for that motherfucker.
Here
None
we
of
go.
it. None of it.
Well, guess what? This
'Cause
is
he's
so
blowing-
apropos.
He's blowing a lot of smoke.
Friday, friendship.
That's yours now. Turn yours down, Irvin.
Lord.
Yours is up. This show is crashing at the end here.
All right, here we go. You spoke too soon.
Right.
All right, friendship is one of life's greatest gifts. True friends seek a special kind of good for their friends, the highest good, which is that they might know God and love Him with all their heart, soul, and mind. German pastor Martin Dietrich Bonhoeffer said, "The aim of friendship is exclusively determined by what God's will is for that other person." Jonathan David's friend is a sterling example of true friendship. David, in exile, hiding in the desert of Sif, when he learned that Saul had come out to seek his life. 1 Samuel 23:15. Jonathan went from Horace to find David. The significance of this scene lies in Jonathan's intent. He helped David find strength in God, or, as the text puts it, strengthened his hand. Verse 6, or his grip.
There you go.
That is the essence of Christian friendship. Beyond common interest, beyond affection, beyond wit, and beyond laughter. The ultimate aim of sowing in others words of eternal life, leaving them with reminders of God's wisdom, refreshing their spirit with words of his love, and strengthening their grip on God. Pray for your friends and ask God to give you a word in season to help them find renewal, strength in our God and in his word. In Jesus' name. There you go.
And that's for April 2nd. My
amen.
brother's birthday.
I hear an amen.
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 Amen from the atheist.
Yes.
A true friend is a gift from God and one who points back to him. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, the
awesome. That's the music you keep for this segment, please, Ed.
Is he done yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is slowly faded out instead of just cutting it off. That'd be beautiful, Ed. That's what we were talking about yesterday, driving around every day. We need to have some moments there where you just take the incentive and the initiative and you throw some cool music.
Yeah, thinking ahead.
Without us having to ask. That's great.
Yeah, I don't want to ask you.
No, we want you to be
if
so
you
on
ask
top
him, he
of
gets
it.
upset. So better think
Just
ahead.
do it, and then we'll just say, man, that was a classic move, Ed. And then when you come up with your own stuff, that's even cooler. We'll go, well, that didn't fit, but stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, we got about 4 minutes to close out, guys. Pretty good show. I give this show about a 9.
How are we going to?
About 7 after. 5
Well,
after.
believe it or not, the campaign opponent of 3. And because City Bum, let's put it this way. If my opponent uses that picture.
Which one?
The one of me with the Pope hat.
Well, why not?
No. I'm saying he says he will pay big bucks for this pic. If he was to use that pic, first of all, I'll sue him.
No, you won't. It'd be great publicity for you.
Well,
it'd be great. No, let him use it. Let him use it, Irvin. Use that for your advantage.
That's image for you.
That's right. That's image. You don't. If your opponent ever takes any picture of you and goes with it, let him do it.
Absolutely.
Welcome it. He's only really in the end promoting you for free. Think of that. What Oscar Wilde say? Paraphrase. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yes. There's no
That's
business
right.
like show.
You don't ever want to complain about your opponent bringing you up.
Well,
regardless if they're trying to smear you. What did I say earlier? I made a quote today. I said, if you're going to try to smear me, make sure you use the right ink. And that goes out. That goes out to Brad Evans and everybody else. If they want to talk shit about me, like Brad Evans did in the 11th hour, trying to go, he's living off his mama. At least Brad Evans used the right ink if you're going to smear me.
It's going to be a wonderful campaign.
Let them come after you. They're only helping you, Irvin, if they use your picture.
Well,
Don't
I know.
sue him.
I know that Schlesinger wouldn't go after me because it would be like Catholic bashing.
No, Ficklin wouldn't go after you either.
I don't think so.
I don't know this young kid now. He might.
Well, I don't know. He looks sincere.
He might. But you never know. But if one more person enters the race, which I think there will be, I think there's going to be one more person that enters y'all's race before the time. Yes, I do. I think someone else from this district is going to come out and throw their hat in the ring against you guys.
I hope so.
I think there's going to be one more.
I don't think LWR means lower register.
I didn't really think it did either. Guys, come on. Don't take me serious. I was making a joke that I don't think Lowell registered the guy from WPGA is watching.
Not only that, Pussy Whisperer.
Well, Bean
she
says it's not.
that it's not.
Okay, but you know what? It's very funny because she's not replying, yet she's on. And, Heather is at work now. It came on at a time when Heather was at home getting ready for work. She would have had it on. She would have had it on early, but now she's left. But she left the computer on at home, and it's still logged in. That's why I think it's Heather.
Look at what Gamer Girl says. You guys are my friends.
You are.
I like you guys more than my friends I see every day. That's so sweet.
Well, you need to move here, Gamer Girl. But
Same here, Bean.
But if Gamer Girl and her family moved here, she would end up hating us, and we wouldn't be her friends anymore. She likes us from a distance. If she
it's
really,
like you don't know them until you live with them.
If you really came around us and you moved your sweet family here, Gamer Girl, you probably would hate us and move back to New Jersey.
Somewhat hate us.
Nah, we love you too, Gamer Girl.
And just asking, since you asked me last week, I was just wondering, do you have any of your friends single? Just
Gamer Girl.
Oh, look at that. He went there. I love it.
Gamer Girl.
Now there's a bold
Gamer
man.
Girl, take your husband and your beautiful family and bring a friend, a single friend, move on down to the Macon, GA, and bring me a New Jersey girl for our man Derek. Come on, Gamer.
Okay, it's all about me today.
No, screw you. It's about Derek.
No.
We're transitioning to tomorrow's show.
Tomorrow.
Man, look.
Listen,
He's transitioning to his
I'm
show.
asking for contributions.
No,
Anybody
we're
that can make a
segueing
contribution.
into Derek tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's
Make
tomorrow.
a contribution.
Yeah, make a contribution for him tomorrow.
Thank you.
No, not tomorrow. It's your show
for him
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Do it today.
Well, later
tomorrow
today.
It's about Derek.
Later today.
You don't bring up Irvin's shit tomorrow. It's all about Derek. Derek's going to be showing
one more
Jerk Away tomorrow. He's going to be showing about 5 thoughts to ponder. Derek's going to be showing commercials he was part of. Derek's going to be showing some voiceover work. It's all about Derek tomorrow. Ed, you've got the 22-hour notice. He wants his videos ready, Ed, for tomorrow. It's all about Derek tomorrow.
I got videos.
He's going to give them to you.
I already sent you 2 of them.
That's
today,
right.
But
It's all about Derek.
Which ones?
That's right.
It was the
Well,
breakdancing video.
we'll just settle that
I got
later.
that one, but the next
Come on.
one I can't get.
Let's go
Okay.
out. Show's over. Roll
Yeah.
call. Let's say goodbye, guys.
Yes, thank you very much.
We love you all.
Want to thank Rosalind Nicole, Bean,
Thank you,
Gamer
Rosalind
Girl,
Nicole.
3 Bears, Because, City Bump, Pussy Whisper,
Bye, Pussy Whisper.
Blog,
Talk to
TV
you later.
Refugee. Also want to say one more thing. Thanks for the Atlanta Braves. I know it's kind of a little
Thanks.
bit. Well, not thanks.
He's thanking them.
Well,
They got more money
Atlanta
than we
Braves.
do.
Atlanta Braves had
Fuck them.
their season opener, which the just recently retired Chipper Jones threw the first pitch
Wow.
of the season.
There's your sports gamer girl. But
And
goodbye.
they beat the Phillies 7-5
All right.
on home. So thank you very much. Thank you all our viewers. Thank you Vaughn TV.
Look, Gamer Girl's leaving some cliffhanger for you, Derek. Maybe me and my single girls would take a girls' trip to Macon.
There you go.
Wow.
I can't believe she said that.
That's awesome.
Because
Derek,
that's a
there's
perfect
hope.
segue.
Well, there's something.
I want to have a reunion with all these people coming out to Macon, and we'll give them the best treat in town.
Yes. Well, actually, let me talk to the guys. If any of you ever do that, we will put you up in a hotel. How about that? Can we all put money in?
Sure.
And we'll put them up in a hotel.
And we'll have a big reunion
For like
here
1 or
in
2
Macon.
days. Are you willing to do that? Well, Ed doesn't have
I
much.
am.
Derek doesn't have much. You guys try to get something to scrounge together. I'll be willing to do that. If we have any of our out-of-town viewers, we love our viewers and chatters so much that if you come here a couple of days, 3 days, we will put you up in a hotel.
Yeah.
You know, we'll pull money together, especially all of you that have done stuff for us. You know, Gamer Girl got us the phone, Sabuki got us the book. You know, wonderful picture here done by 3 Bears. You guys are the best. You're the greatest. If you want to come to Macon, we will put you up for a couple of nights, 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah.
And pay for it on the morning roast. That's the least we can do. That would be awesome. Think about it.
And it would be more like a reunion, like a.
Well, no, that's a very good idea, Irvin. Irvin is full
Yeah,
of
I
ideas.
like that.
Yes.
Because that would work for anybody out of town. Vorbabite, if you want to come on down from Indiana, we'll put you up. 3
Let
Bears.
Saibuki know.
Okay.
He's got to come to
Saibuki,
Macon.
we won't pay your plane ticket, but we'll pay your hotel when you're here.
Yes.
Yep.
Bean
Oh,
says,
that
I
was
know
the thing.
who it is, Aunt.
I know, she's been screaming that. I think it's Heather, but I mean, who knows? We got to go. Heather's at
It's-
work. Love you,
It's
Max,
11:10.
Elizabeth,
We'll
Heather,
see you
love
tomorrow.
all.
Next Vaughn
Good
time.
Thank
same
you.
Good
Vaughn
damn show,
channel.
guys.
Thank you.
Great show. Great show. Great.
City Council meeting tonight. First one of the month, 6 p.m. We will be there.
And
2 of us at least.
Bean, if you could show up, it'd be great.
We got lots to talk. Irvin and I are going to both stand up and speak.
Gonna be hot.
Take care, all. Have a great day. Be
Love
safe.
yes.
Be safe. Have your own opinion, but still respect each other.
Yes.
Good song. Good picture, man. awesome. We kept all the